What up, people? What is good, everybody? It's your guy Rez, and we are back again for another dope episode of the live stream. What is good, everybody? Hope everybody's doing well out there. Um, as I've mentioned on previous live streams, I'm going to start it off by always saying this. I do these live streams every Wednesdays. But today I postponed, or this week I postponed my live stream for today. I had some stuff that came up last minute, but we are back on schedule. So this is this week's live stream. This is the last live stream for January, for the month of January. So I am actually going to make sure that this live stream is ending with a banger. I definitely want to have good vibes on this live stream that I typically do every week. I want to have people to be respectful towards one another and just have a good overall conversation, man. So, with that being said, I do these live streams every Wednesdays from 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, different topics every week. At least I try to make them a little bit interesting. I try to delve into different types of topics that, are on my mind and also entertaining other people's, conversations and thoughts that's going on their mind as well. So I do take requests as well. So if there's something that you would like for me to talk about on another live stream or even in this conversation, if it pertains to this week's topic, definitely I encourage you guys to speak up, because I love to have these types of conversations with you guys. And I try to make this a positive outlet, for the most part, where people can converse with each other, without feeling like they can't say nothing. So that being said, it looks like the comment section is already blowing up. I love it. I love seeing the comment section always blow up. Just to highlight some comments real quick. Big John, what is up, bro? I see you in the stream. I'm gonna let you in shortly after I go through these comments. But Jake, what's good? What's good? Danzel, what is up, brother? Hope all is well with you. Appreciate you hopping on again this week. TJ, my fellow Niner faithful, what's up, bro? As you already know, rocking the Niner gear, man, for this upcoming game against the LA Rams. It's going to be a crazy game at SoFi, man. We're going to be going into enemy territory, but yo, this is our chance, man. We can make it to the Super Bowl once again if we win this game, man. So, we got to do this, guys. We got to go. It's win or go home, man. That's the crazy thing about football, bro. It's just you just never know what's going to happen. All it takes is one game. One game. Yes, go 49ers all day, man. Faithful, what is up? What is up? Mighty Mouse fan, what is good? What's up, man? Appreciate you hopping on, bro. John, what is up, bro? What's good? What's good? Levi South. I know, right? Yeah, there was a lot of 49er fans at that last game against the Rams, dude, during the regular season. So that was kind of crazy. But that's good. It's good to see people. It's good to see the faithful all around the world, man. I love it. What up? What up? What's up, Sixburg64s? Appreciate you hopping on. All right, I got two guests I'm gonna let hop on with me right now. First, I'm gonna have Big John hop on the stream.
Hey, what's up, Braz?
What is going on? And I have another fellow guest on here, Mighty Mouse fan.
Hey,
what's up?
Hey, Mighty, what's going on, brother?
How's it going, guys?
What's going on? It's always a pleasure. And we got another guest that is hopping on right now. A regular. What is going on?
How's it going, Jake?
Oh, not much. Like I say, just kind of following a little bit of hockey here. Just recently got ESPN Plus, so it's
you're gonna be
able to follow most games.
You're never gonna get off that.
Oh yeah,
you're never gonna get off that, man.
I have yet to endeavor on that one, but
47% of the tickets sold out to Niners fans. We got this. Let's go Niners. All right, so I just want to say this real quick, man, because obviously it's playoff season, and for the NFL, and there's a lot of teams that got eliminated that I was not expecting to get eliminated.
You can say that again.
It's been one hell of a season so far. Fortunately, my Niners are still in it, but I'm gonna be totally honest with you guys, all right? And I don't want to sound like I'm being a pessimist, because I'm not. I'm being a realist. This game that the Niners are playing against the Rams, okay, faithful, don't come at me with pitchforks or anything like that. But I honestly think that the Rams have an edge over us.
Uh-oh.
And the reason why I say this is because they've already played us, what, like 3 times in the season?
Yeah, this
And
will be
we
the
beat
third
them,
time.
and we beat them 3 times. Now, this isn't no Green Bay team. This isn't a team that, will have, like players that are not going to have weapons, because these, McVay and that squad, Von Miller and Stafford, like they all have weapons, man. So the Niners gonna have to play their A game. I'm rooting for the Niners, obviously. I want them to win, but I also don't want to get my hopes up, because since I've been following the Niners, they've broke my heart plenty of times, especially in the Super Bowl, twice in my lifetime. Against the Ravens back when Harbaugh was our coach, and then also against Kansas City, who played a phenomenal game against the freaking Bills. I can't believe that they did that touchdown in like 13 seconds. That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
That is absolutely unbelievable, man. If that's not like a miracle, if that's not God's work, I don't know what is, because that was crazy. This past weekend was crazy football. I mean, what are your guys' thoughts? Like, what are your predictions? Sorry, I know your guys' teams are not in, but I mean, you guys are sports heads, so I understand you guys are probably rooting for somebody.
I
Honestly,
just want a good game.
yeah, same. The
That's all
team
I
that I
want.
wanted out is out. Thanks again, Rez, by the
Yeah,
way.
me too. Yeah. Rez, if anything else, you accomplished that. And
Mhm.
Dak Prescott running out the clock, that was
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, though.
That made the whole playoffs for me. That was
Not gonna lie though, seeing that special teams that punt block, I'm like, that's when I knew it was over, because it always seems to happen to the NFC North teams, no matter what it is.
Yeah. See, that's another thing that I wanted to point out too, is that these wins that we got against Dallas was a very odd win. I mean, it's a win nonetheless, but I'll take it. But it was very odd. And then this win against the Packers at Lambeau Field, man. Us Californians, we don't do well in the snow. I mean, the special teams, like, my God, like what they did was absolutely a miracle. Like, we were down.
Mhm.
Green Bay's special teams was a problem all season, and it
Yeah.
really bit him in the rear in that one. I don't know, Rez. You know what? I'm actually, I wasn't on with the fellas last night, but I made my predictions for this week, this Sunday, Championship Sunday's games, and I actually went 49ers. There's something about being in an opponent's head, and the fact that the Niners have beaten the Rams 6 straight times. And it's just, there's something about, and I know it was against Brady and, the GOAT and everything, but that big lead that they just let get away against the Bucs last weekend.
Holy.
And the fact that, I mean, they're just turning the ball over. And I know it's like they are in total go for it now mode with the moves that they made, bringing all these veterans in. And, I mean, they really screwed themselves for years. They better do it now, otherwise they're in real trouble in a few years. But I don't know. It's like if the Rams, I'll say this, if the reason I picked the Niners is because if the Rams have a few turnovers, particularly like in the first half, it's going to start to get in their head about the Niners. If the Niners have a lead, going into halftime and into the third quarter, this stuff's going to just start messing with them. Like, we can't beat this team. Everything we try to do, we just can't beat this team. And, they might play a little tight, and that might actually work to the 49ers' favor. And so I actually picked the rematch of Super Bowl 54. I got the Niners and the Chiefs rematching at SoFi in the second time in 3 years. And, I don't know, man. There's just something about being in your opponent's head, particularly a division rival. And the Niners just they own property up there with the Rams. They just do. So I'm going with the faithful, Rez. The faithful.
Yeah,
Philly to do that.
I'm probably the only pessimist. Like I'm not rooting against the 49ers. I'm just like, I don't want my hopes up to the point where I get disappointed, because going into playoffs, I was like, okay, we made it, great. And it was against the Rams that determined that game. And I was like, now all we got to do, we made it. I was like, I'm not expecting us to go any further. We're playing the Cowboys, but I was like referring back to like Dwight Clark and the catch and how we got their number back then. And I was like, Dallas is Dak Prescott's having his year, man. He's gonna get revenge on the 49ers, and they're gonna put that behind us. And then we won that game, and then on to Green Bay and Lambeau Field, with Aaron Rodgers, like, losing to us like constantly. It's the 49ers, they're like, oh, he's a bad man, you know what I mean? There's no way he's gonna get his revenge. And then boom, like out of nowhere, we get this dub and we move on again. And now here we are, at the conference, the conference championship here to determine who's going to the Super Bowl in the NFC. And like you said, I mean, it's great that the Bengals have gone this far, but I don't think they're gonna get past the Chiefs. But
remember though, the Bengals did beat the Chiefs to win the AFC North, though. So the Bengals have actually beaten the Chiefs. Granted, playoff football is a lot different than, regular season football, but still, I mean, we can't just ignore the fact that the Bengals have beaten the Chiefs. I think it was it in Arrowhead or was it in Cincinnati?
Cincinnati.
It was in Cincinnati. Okay. Still, though, I mean, let's not take away the fact that Cincinnati has beaten them. So,
right.
Yeah.
Let me just highlight the comments real quick. John says, I'm taking it one game at a time. Go 49ers. I am too, and I definitely, I'm not gonna make any predictions past the rounds that we have to face. Like, I'm not saying we're making it to the Super Bowl. I mean, I don't want bad juju, man. So I'm just gonna be here and I'm gonna be living as the moment goes on. So that's how I'm taking this.
Best thing you do, man.
Yep. King Leonidas, what's up? What up? TJ, gotta stay faithful. I am faithful, bro. I'm not doubting, I'm not doubting at all. I'm just saying, like, I don't want to I don't want to over predict anything. It happens. Obviously, I'm rolling with the Niners, win or lose, but I'm surprised we made it this far. But damn, dude, this has been an interesting playoff season so far. Throwback King, Cincinnati versus Rams. Got the Rams winning it all. They've been my pick since week 1. That's an interesting prediction. Hopefully, if that prediction does come true, we could hear what you got to say during the offseason, because I'd love to hear how you predicted that, man. Because then if that's the case, then you might be a mind reader. You got to let me know when the 49ers are actually going to win. King says, going with Throwback King, thinks it's Rams versus Bengals. Rams was in a good. That's great. That's interesting, because the Bengals, I wasn't expecting them to get past Tennessee, to be honest with you. But damn, that was a crazy game, man. So don't say the SB word. Okay, I'm not saying nothing. Throw the key out.
Right? Don't say it, Rez.
All right, so I wanted to kind of talk about a couple things today in this live stream. First things first, I do want to apologize for people who normally tune in on Wednesdays. Something came up last minute. Everything's all right, but I had to just take care of that, and I wanted to make sure I did at least one more live before the end of the month. So, here we are today. But today's topic was basically focusing on being a collector, and also just like understanding, like what are things that you guys, and this goes for people in the comment sections as well, but like, what are things that you guys as collectors like hate to see, or hate, what do you guys not enjoy about being a collector?
Well, I'll jump in on this first, because not only am I a jersey collector, but I used to collect like die-cast cars and like NASCARs and stuff like that too. Mm-hmm. I think for me, the biggest thing that I hate seeing in with collecting and stuff like that, is the monopolization of like companies and stuff like that, where basically, like Fanatics is basically the place you go to, it's like the official retailer of jerseys after buying literally everything out and all that stuff. It's just like when companies don't have any competition, therefore the quality can go down the crapper while the prices go skyward. You know what I mean? And I think for me, that's the biggest issue that I have with that is you're literally paying more or the same for literally half the quality, for lack of a better term. Like, because I understand a lot of you guys, like especially you, Neil, and maybe even you, Rez. I don't know, but like the pro line days, like the late '90s, early 2000s, when like there was like literally everybody and their dog was making jerseys, and like had competition and stuff like that. And then of course now with Nike, it just, I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the Nike jerseys. They do have a lot of flair and like bells and whistles and stuff that are kind of cool, but the problem is it's just like there's really no competition, and therefore they can keep charging as much as they want for either the same quality or just slightly less.
What are you referring to exactly? Are you referring to like, are you looking at that from an aspect of being a collector, or are you looking at it as being a consumer?
Well, honestly, a little bit of both, because as a collector, we are consuming a product, whatever that is, whether it be jerseys, Mighty Mouse memorabilia, or like wrestling memorabilia, or whatever like that. It's just, for me, I feel like if I do pay retail, which is not that often, I want to make sure that the price I pay, I feel confident in, paying it. I don't feel like I got ripped off because the quality of the product is subpar. Well, like case in point, the Fanatics jerseys versus Adidas jerseys in hockey. It's just like, it's literally like the $20 or $30 difference for the quote unquote authentic versus the Fanatics, and the Fanatics brand is just crap. Really, I mean, comparatively speaking to the price. So
Okay. Cooper Fu, King Cup, what up?
Yeah, I don't know what you're reading, but I didn't want to put the full effing word.
Oh, I got you. I appreciate that.
There you go. There you go. Now you see it.
Man? Yeah, what's up, man?
What's going on,
man? Not much, man. Just going live today. Different from Wednesdays, but I'm sure you heard.
I saw. I heard your intro. I've been tuning in. I've been watching. You have to explain why you didn't go live yesterday. I understand, man. You're live today, man. That's all that matters, man.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. So, tonight's topic, I just wanted to kind of focus on some things like as a collector, it could be anything. It doesn't even have to be jerseys, really. But like as a collector, like we obviously know a lot of the pros of collecting. We know that it makes us feel good. We know, it's a great thing to share. But like, what are some things that you guys don't enjoy, as being a collector? Because with good, there's always bad.
I feel like I can give one out there. I'm just gonna throw one out there. Exclusivity, the hard things to get, because prime example, the Iverson Gray Hoyas jersey that was only exclusive to the Mitchell Ness store for phone orders, and then they have a size 50s. They have no 3XL, so that's one of the parts like I don't like. You know what I'm saying? It's like the exclusivity, the things that you can miss out on because it's too hard to get, too limited. Some one of those things, and you just miss out. And then sometimes you got to go a second market and then pay double the price and stuff like that.
That's a great example. That's a prime example, actually. Any of you guys have anything you want to add before I start throwing in mine? Kind of go around the room a little bit, give everybody a chance to speak.
I mean, I really think it's more so. I've seen it with jerseys, but I think it's more so a hat phenomena at this point. I still hate the hype beast, man. I hate the fact that there's all these hats out there that I would love to get, and some of them I've been fortunate to be able to get on secondary markets after a bit, but I hate the fact that there's so many good ones out there that sell in like less than a minute, and you really have to have some sort of scientific way of hitting on these things when they hit Hat Club, when they hit these various different sites. And I understand that there's a way to get them in the brick and mortar stores in New York and in New Jersey, but at the same point, it's like, why can't I just, when these things hit, I should be able to get some of these, not have to move at warp speed to try to knock one of these in my size, and get it. I mean, it should be simple to get these things. I mean, we're talking about hats. We're talking about fitted hats. It shouldn't be like you have to do some sort of, puzzle to be able to somehow hit on one or two of these. And there's people that are able to do it. They have the gift. They have the real quick fingers. Whatever it is that they're able to do to secure these things when they come out. And then the fact is, a lot of the people who get them, a lot of these bots and whatever, they get these things and they throw them up on eBay, Mercari, Poshmark, offer up for hundreds of dollars. We're talking about hats for hundreds of dollars. Crazy. This has been going on for years.
I think the part with Mighty, I think the part that stings the most is like we're the ones that really want it. You know what I'm saying? Because we're either a fan or, like, for example, like I go back to the Iverson jersey. Like, I really want that jersey. I love Iverson. I'm a huge Georgetown fan. That's something I would enjoy. But you got a hype beast that's just getting it because it matches their Concords or their Jordans and shit. And I'm like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? So I understand. Like, I get that. Like, the hype beast part that, like, we truly want it because we want to wear it, we want to rock it, and we love the product. And then some people just to flip or just to fucking look cool for an outfit for a night and then fucking throw it in the closet somewhere and forget about it.
They'll take like one picture on Instagram. With a pair of kicks or whatever. And just then it's, in the bin, what have you. Listen, people, there are a lot of collectors who do that, and that's fine. I mean, to each his own. I just, I keep thinking, oh, well, it's going to slow down. It's been over almost 2 years now. Eventually, they'll hang on these sites a little longer, and have a shot at them, and won't have to move at like warp speed to be able to get these things. And it's just it just won't, and as long as there's a resale value, as long as there's that dollar amount that they're able to sell these things for, it's gonna just keep going. And I'm gonna be sitting here going, okay, well, there's plenty of spots I can get hats. I can go to Lids, I can go to Pro Image, I can go to stores and pick them up. But there's other ones out there that I'm like, oh yeah, I would go with this jersey, all these things. And I'm just thinking in my mind, like, oh, I can really match these up. But I know it's a team that's real popular. I know it's a side patch that's real popular. And I know that the odds of actually getting that particular hat is slim to none. And it's like, so I don't even, most of the, and I hate to sound like a defeatist, I don't even, most of the time I don't even try. So what's the point? I'm going to get annoyed. And it's like, I want to collect, it's fun. I don't want this to be like, I'm just going to get angry all the time, because I'm missing on this and this and this. And I have tons of stuff. Listen, I have a ton of hats, that I could put with stuff. But me, I'm always looking for that next thing.
Yeah,
so it's just you're just never satisfied, as long as these things are out there. And I mean, there is a positive point of this because of all the craziness. All these companies are making all these incredible looking hats, and they're doing all different stuff. It's a whole world out there, But just the difficultness to get them is
piggybacking off what you said before, Mighty Mouse. I heard you say this before. But I think a downfall of being a collector, which is a plus and a minus, but it's also a little bit, I think it's more of a minus for me, is the wheels keep turning, pumping and pumping and pumping. Whatever you collect, it's just gonna keep coming and coming and coming. It's gonna be the next one, the next one, the next one. It's like these companies is great, you know what I'm saying? That these companies are making all this product for us. But at the end of the day, it's like, bro, slow the hell down. Like, I'm still trying to, like, recover from the last release, and they just keep coming and coming and coming. I think that could also be a downfall as a collector, that this shit doesn't stop. If you collect a certain thing, and that thing comes out every week, with something new, something colorway, a variant of that, or a different thing of that, that becomes like, oh shit, I gotta catch up or I gotta slow down. Then you have to budget yourself. So that's kind of like I see it as a downfall and a plus, because whatever you're collecting is striving and they're making a lot of product. But at the end of the day, as a collector, you want to have all the products, you want to have all the variants of that product, and that shit just puts, you know, a bearing on your bank account. So I can see that as a negative as a collector.
Yo, John, what up, man?
Yep.
You're sideways, bro. So yeah, just to kind of go off of what you guys, Mighty and Throwback King were talking about, and also with King, because he's in the comment section. The money thing is actually, yeah, that's a prime example too, man, and it kind of goes hand in hand with collecting. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there's no time limit on. I mean, for the most part, there's no time limit for stuff that is on a website. You know what I mean? So until it sells out, that is. You know what I mean? I guess that's a time limit. You know what I'm saying? But like, for example, yesterday, the 40% sale. I'm sure you guys saw this. Mitchell and Ness had a random 40% sale for authentic. And as bad as I wanted to get something, I didn't buy anything. Yep. I had at least probably a couple of things, handful of things that I was thinking about getting, but I couldn't do it. As I'm still, I'm almost done recovering from the holidays. I should be done by the end of this week, but and then King Leo hits me up on my DMs and he goes, "Yo, Rez, what did you get today?" And I was like, "What are you referring to? You're referring to the Mitchell and Ness sale?" He was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "To be honest, I didn't get anything." And it was frustrating because like I feel like with these sales, it's just like they have them at the worst times. You know what I mean? Like why? Like I understand like they sporadically do them, but why can't they have like a schedule type of thing? Like, oh, at the end of every month we'll have a sale, something. Do
you feel pressure? Do you feel pressure to? I think I've gotten past this phase personally. For me, do you feel pressure to get something because they're having a 40% off sale? Like I have to get something because it's on sale.
I
like,
do.
You don't have to get it.
No, exactly.
Like,
Exactly, and I do, and that's kind of how I felt because I was talking to a couple of people that follow me on the gram, and they were telling me too. They were hitting me up saying like, "Yo, like I don't know if you heard, but Mitchell and Ness is having a sale." I'm like, "Yeah, I heard." And they're like, "Are you gonna get anything?" And I'm like, "Probably not." I mean, don't get me wrong, I had stuff in my cart, but I didn't check out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't check anything out, although I was tempted to get something. But it's like it's stressful because, like I said, like these sales, they always just seem to come at the wrong time. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, they're not catered to each individual person. Everybody, it's fair game. So basically, if it's there, it's there. If you have the money and the means to do it, then do it by all means. But like, as somebody who is consistently supporting a brand and buying product, like I just feel like I wish there was like what you mentioned before, Throwback King. I think was a great idea. Like Mitchell and Ness, like we all shouted out Mitchell and Ness at some point in our collecting, right? Why can't they give us like an exclusive code that won't like expire or something?
You get to be a thought every week, man. What are you talking about?
No. I'm talking about like exclusive, like we give you our product.
Honestly, that would never
I know it won't, but I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if somebody really, I feel like if a company really cared, because okay, I follow a brand, right? I'm not gonna put their name out there because they want to keep it under the wraps, but I follow a brand, and I don't know if you guys are familiar with Discord. Discord, is basic, for those of you who don't know, is basically like it's almost like a forum. It's
onto it.
Yeah, so it's like its own forum group based on whatever brand or page has it. And this one particular brand that invited me in that group, they actually care. So every time I want to buy something from them, I could use a code, which will give me a certain percentage off of their product whenever they release something. So like, that's what I'm saying. Like that type of stuff. Like, yeah, Fanatics will mail you a 20% code every time you buy something, or they'll randomly have these sales and stuff like that. But it's like, I don't like that pressure. Like you said, like you feel like you're pressured to buy something because this sale is going to be gone and you don't know when this stuff's going to come back. It makes it really stressful as a collector, because and you feel like, well, I gotta buy this now. Money's not, money's tight, but if I eat ramen for a week, I'll be able to live. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, like you should not have to mess your livelihood up and your bank account because you're at the whim of these companies. I'm already starting to get past that, and I think it started with me passing on that 40% sale, because I was like, yo, 40%, that's the best deal that Mitchell and I hate to bring this up again.
Don't bring it up. Don't say it. Don't, please. Don't say it. Don't say it.
Okay, I won't say it, but I mean, like, the best sale that Mitchell and Ness has had in the last like
Don't say it.
So, that 40% sale, and then of course $100 sale. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, like, it pisses me off, dude. Like, it pisses me off to see like that we as collectors have to go through this like psychological warfare, and it's almost like they're doing it like intentionally. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. That's how I perceive it. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but that's definitely.
If it ain't money, it's usually sizing problems with me, man. Like, I know King Leonidas posted about the 91 Barry, man. I would love to have that jersey, but it's usually in a 44 or a 52. I can't tell you how many times I've wanted a jersey and it's never my size.
But well, Rez, like a good example of a brand like loyalty that actually works. Like you and Athletics, you already know, and right now, if I wanted to, I could just hit up you and Athletics, like, hey, you think we had our own code on UN Squad? I run a page called UN Squad on Facebook. And I was like, yo, you think we do, it's our anniversary, 1 year, every time we hit an anniversary, they give us a Ewing Squad discount, 33% off, just for us, which is awesome. You know what I'm saying? That's the brand. Like, we show them love, they show us love. That's dope. You know what I'm saying? I know Ewing brand is not Mitchell and Ness, and I think they forgot the roots of where they came from. That's what I believe. I think they should take out their mission statement. Their mission statement is full of shit. It's not. They're not making product authentic as like on the field. That's all bullshit now. But you're right. We do show a lot of love. We for years, like years. You know what I'm saying? But it was one of those things. I used to think the same way, but at the end of the day, I just love the product. I'm a Jersey head at first. You know what I'm saying? I don't put Mitchell and Ness across. I'd rather have I'm representing the Dolphins or the Astros. I'm not representing Mitchell and Ness for me. You know what I'm saying? It's about the nostalgic feeling that this jersey gives me. It's not about, this Mitchell and Ness jersey. You know what I'm saying? So it does suck though. So I wish would throw us a bone. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I'm sorry. What'd you say, John?
So you never wore the Mitchell and Ness hat, those old school hats back in the early 2000s, man?
That was the first thing I ever bought from the Mitchell and Ness store. But
yeah,
that was back in the day when Peter ran it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But Mighty Fan, we were talking about the hats. This hat, hold on. I had to chase down one hat, and I had to overpay for this freaking hat because it was sold out everywhere.
Yeah, just lids. Yeah,
I had to pay $70.
Let me see.
Yeah,
for this freaking hat, and it was like $40. Yeah, I'm like, bro, really? And I asked people around, like, in the Bay, I'm like, hey, you guys have this? Like, no, nobody has that around this area. Mm-hmm. Only East Coast people have it. And I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. So I have to go
out there too
on forums. I'm like, yo, who's doing an assist?
Yeah.
And like, yeah, I got you $70. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me.
I got you.
See, at least 70 isn't like. It's more than you probably have to pay, but it's not like. It's not like they really got you, because a lot of those assists and the retail like you'll see that hat floating around on Macari or whatever for over $100.
This is the most expensive hat I ever paid for. $150 because I couldn't find it. I couldn't get it
because
twice.
of that side patch. Because that side patch blew up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what makes you what makes you buy that hat for $150?
Yo, I struck out 3 times.
What is it exclusively? Is it like exclusive?
I deadass just like the color.
What's the reason to spend that much money on
it? It was deadass.
Because what?
I like the freaking color. That's it.
There's just something
that
happens. The
I want to get the same another hat, the same color for $50.
I couldn't find it in the SF color. I couldn't find it in anything. I was like, bro,
get a Sharks hat.
Get
a Sharks hat. That's the same. Get this hat right here.
The Sharks hat is all freaking thing though.
Right here, same color, same exact color.
This was different, bro. I'm telling you, this was different. It's a different type of feel.
The problem with the fit is that, but also then you have to find it in your size.
Yeah.
So when you find it in your size, if it's hard to get one, then you have to find it, and then you have to find it in your size. So sometimes they have you over the barrel because it's in your size, and it's hard to get, and then you got to find it in what you can wear. So yeah, I mean, there are people that pay premium. There are people that pay top dollar because some of these hats that. It's just the logo blows up, the side patch blows up, the Tigers hats go crazy, the Diamondbacks, the Rockies, the Cardinals. There's like certain teams that are always doesn't matter. That's another one.
This blew up.
That's a minor league team. The Buffalo Bisons.
Mind you, I don't know any player I bought this because of the hype. I paid retail for this, and I don't know any Bison player ever. Like
you could have found those hats before this all blew up, and I don't have one of those. I don't really go after a lot of minor league besides the Phillies, but you could have found those Bison hats all day, every day. Then all of a sudden, somehow it blows up, and now every single Bison hat that comes out, no matter who makes it, like seconds gone. Everyone wants them. It's like the big, one of the biggest minor league logo hats that there's ever been as far as the hype for them. It's crazy. I don't own
selling it on a grill for $1,000.
It doesn't hit me. Like that logo doesn't get me, but everyone, a lot of people love it, and that's fine. But they will pay beyond top dollar for that particular minor league hat. Beyond top dollar. It's crazy. It's absolutely nuts. But hey, Rez, as you were saying about the sales.
Yeah, no, so
yeah,
no, for sure. Like
I just couldn't. And the thing is, I will say, and I hate to say it, I do, because listen, you guys know me. I enjoy going there for the sales. I'm not going to go for the week of the Super Bowl sale because I kind of screwed up. You know, my savings is not where it should be. The holidays kind of got me. A lot of getting stuff got me, and I just went a little crazy. So now I got to grow again. I got to grow the savings. It's more important, you know, for me to do that right now to, you know, go to Mitchell & Ness for sales. And it hurts because there's stuff I would love to get. And I just don't trust myself at this point. I don't trust myself to go in there for a 30 or whatever, I guess 40% off deal and just walk out of there with one or two things. I can't trust myself for that. And I don't want to have another big credit card bill to have to pay off. So at least for another couple months, you know, maybe pick something here and there, but it's not going to be like it was until I can get to a better spot financially, you know. And listen, I have a good job. I'm fortunate in that regard, you know, but you just got to do better. I mean, I was using 2 credit cards and that was a mistake. I should have just used one and not gone too crazy with the other, but I just, you get comfortable and it's almost like you don't even understand you're doing it. And then all of a sudden you see these bills. It's like, damn, how did it get that high? I mean, we're talking about in a matter of a couple weeks. And I'm looking at I'm doing the calculation. I'm like, oh shit, I wasn't expecting it to be that. And then, yes, it is. And then you got to pay them off. And then, in the process of doing that, now it's like, looking at the savings and it's not looking good. And I got other house bills coming up and everything. And it's like, I'm going to be able to manage this right now. How am I going to do this? Find a way. But yeah, I mean, I got to take a step back you know. And as you said, it does suck because the one, well, I shouldn't say that. The one positive is they're doing more sales. They have how many sales throughout the year? So I might miss on this now. I couldn't do the 40% yesterday. I'm not going to go for the whatever they're going to do it, whatever they're even calling it this year for the week of the Super Bowl at the store. And it's hard. When you love something and you want to be a part of it, and you just have to kind of sit on the sidelines, even if it's just for a couple sales. It's a tough thing to do, but you know there are other more important things to have to do and manage. I mean, right now, I don't want to air out my personal stuff, but my mom's in the hospital, dealing with a kidney problem, and she's been in there for about a week now, and she's going to have extra bills. I mean, she's doing okay financially, but it just puts everything in perspective. It's like, damn, seeing her the way she is in there, and here I am, oh, this sale, that sale. I'm like, I got to grow the savings. I got to do what's best for me, and just kind of focus in that. And then not, okay, so I miss a couple deals at Mitchell and Ness, but I mean, it's not the end of the world. I see all these people in that hospital,
it's not gonna take away from you being who you are as a collector.
No.
It's not gonna take away the passion of who you are. It's not gonna make you less of an Eagles fan because you miss out on a jersey. Yeah. This is the part I'm understanding. Like, it doesn't make you less of a YouTuber because you didn't buy the next jersey on the collection, or you missed a hat. Doesn't make you less of a lover of hats. Sure. That's one thing I've understood. Like, for the past couple years, that, bro, for example, I'm just an example. I have Roberto Clemente's rookie card, something I thought I would never sell. I sold it because it's sitting there. I'm looking at it. It's great. But having that card, yes, is a dope part of my collection. But it doesn't, because I sold it, doesn't make me less of a Roberto Clemente fan. Because I have it doesn't make me more of a Roberto Clemente fan. At the end of the day, I just fucking love Roberto Clemente for what it is. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you miss out on shit because you miss out on it. Yo, Mighty, we all know that sooner or later it's going to be in your collection. It might not be today. It might be a month from now, for a year now. All these jerseys that everybody in this panel that they wanted, sooner or later they had it. And they had it. They ended up getting it for even a better deal than at retail.
And the thing about it there, Snacks, I had to learn that. There was a time that I'm like, I got to do this, and it doesn't matter. I have to do this. I have to do it. I had to learn, to say, okay, I can hold off on this for now and circle back to it at another time. It will be there. Some of this stuff, I mean, listen, it might take a while for certain things more so than others, but you just got to, I had to learn that you have to move on it when the time's right to move on it. Mm-hmm. Not just grab, because, it's an easy thing to do, just swipe a card or hit a buy now button. It's the easiest thing in the world you can do, but you have to learn. Yeah, I would love to do this, but I got to make sure my life is in a better spot first. Then when it's time for it, it will be time for it.
Yeah, because you don't want to have the jerseys that you wanted and be miserable at the same time. You know what I'm saying? You actually want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you spend all this money and you got all these jerseys, but you're miserable because you're financially in a struggle, or you're not emotionally right because you made the decision to swipe that card. You know what I'm saying? When I swipe that card, I want to be like, okay, I'm happy. It should be a joyful thing, not something like, fuck, I regret buying it. That sucks. We all been through that you bought something, and as soon as you bought it, you're like, fuck, I should not bought that, man.
I want to be worry-free, and I want to get to a point where I'm worry-free.
Yeah,
that's my ultimate goal now, is to get to that point in my life where I don't have to worry about the savings. I don't have to worry about this bill, that bill. I shouldn't have to think about bills. Just, okay, it's paid, done. The money's there. Don't have to worry.
It takes sacrifice, man. That's all it does.
It's a
little sacrifice.
That's where I want to get to. And it's going to take some months. It's going to take some doing. I might grab something here or there, because you can't suppress the beast completely. But
you gotta scratch that itch sometimes.
You gotta scratch that itch every now and then. But what I'm saying is, hey, if I miss a couple deals here and there, I mean, that's what it is. I got to do what's best for me, and I had to learn that. I had to kind of reinvent myself. You know,
Yeah,
even
this is
more,
what really
more than
gets
I did
me,
before.
like a friend of mine hooked me up with this. He told me, yo, because I was originally gonna get it on eBay for like a lot of money, and a friend of mine, Jeff, he said, "Hey man, don't get it on eBay. It'll show up, and it's a '96, right? Where's the patch? '96 Niners, Jerry Rice on it, and it's Wilson. It's not the Reebok though, but it's fine. Jeff told me like, "Hey, don't buy that on eBay." I'm like, "Why? That's mass produced. That's gonna pop up. Just wait." And I think it was somebody was selling for 350 or 400 on eBay. And I'm like, "Oh, I think I'm gonna get that, Jeff." And he said, "No, just wait." And I bought it for I think 225. And he helped me. He told me just wait. He told me about like this whole jersey hobby. Don't jump on it. Just wait, because somebody is gonna sell that for a lower price somewhere. It doesn't have to be particularly eBay. There's a lot of places where they sell stuff. So just wait, and I'll help you. And a week later, he said, "Hey man, I got this. It's a size 50. You can get it tailored, but it's a Jerry Rice. It's the one you're looking for." So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's perfect.
Low key flex.
Yeah, that's dope. Just to kind of go across the room, and I'll let Big John and Jake, if they want to say something too, because you guys have been kind of quiet in there. Not to put you guys on blast or anything, but you know, I kind of want to just like piggyback off what you guys are saying, dude, because like there's a lot of different things that I want to pick at. You know, for first thing, I'm gonna kind of focus on the sneaker thing. So I've kind of gotten to that phase too, where you know, like I mean, I'm not gonna lie, you know, like there was a lot of hype beast stuff that I was going for because of the hype, but I've been already getting rid of a lot of my stuff that I realized like, yo, like this is fucking ridiculous. Excuse my language, but like paying money on you know some thousands of dollars on shoes and stuff, like to me is absolutely absurd. You know what I'm saying? That's my personal choice. However you want to spend your money, that's totally up to you. But I just something that I thought I would never do, kind of like what you were saying, Throwback King, about your like Roberto Clemente card, was I sold a pair of my Nike Yeezys. So I did a video on it recently on my channel because that was my,
I said dope video, by the way.
Oh, thank you. So that video was hard for me to do because I was already coming to terms with me getting rid of them. Because for those of you who don't know, that's an old sneaker. That sneaker has been like
10 years?
About 10 years. About 10 years. And we all know, like, if you're a sneakerhead and y'all know, like, I saw your story too about the Jordans that you had, Throwback King, how they fell apart. You don't wear them, and then you wore them and they still fell apart. Like, it's like if I'm spending crazy, ridiculous amounts of money on something that's just gonna fall apart in a couple of years, it's not worth it. For me, it's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? Like that like there was so many pairs of sneakers that I still currently own that are gonna fall apart. You know what I'm saying? And I have so many things that I could wear that I don't get around to wearing. Why not give it to somebody who would? I would hope that the person that bought it will wear them. You know what I'm saying? And don't just like leave them sitting in the closet like I did for as long as I did. You know what I'm saying? Like I wore mine. You know, I had good fun with them. I did what I needed to do with them. I cataloged it on YouTube and all that and Instagram. But the fact that I paid that much money almost made me sick. You know, like I felt really sick inside, dude. Like legit. Like I felt like, yo, what the fuck am I doing? You know what I'm saying?
The thing, Rez. But at the time, it was the right thing for you to do at the time because you was in that mode of. I think you're thinking like that now because you're so turned off by the sneaker culture that it makes you think. Because at the moment when you bought it, you wasn't thinking the way you're thinking right now. That's what I'm saying. I feel like we're always in different levels of collecting as you grow older. You know what I'm saying? We collect differently, we think differently. But at the time when you made that decision to drop that money for those sneakers, yo, you thought it was a fucking fly idea. But as you get older, now you're thinking back like, what the fuck was I thinking? But at least you like what you say, you catalog it, you made a video, you wore them, you have memories in them. You Now it's time to pass it on before they break down on you, because it will suck that you can't pass it on because they already broke down. So I think you make the right person. I think you make the right move at the right time at its peak, because if they would have broke down or shattered on you, they would be worthless.
Yeah, that'd be heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, and it's one of those things where you have to come to terms with it, you know, and you have to really make it positive. Because I know people who are not into sneakers or into collecting are probably like, what are these guys talking about? These are just like goods. These are just items and stuff. But there's a lot. It's the meaning and the memories behind them. The same thing with the jerseys. You know what I'm saying? This is just, to most people, it's just it's just cloth, just fabric, and numbers on them. That's all it is to a lot of people. But to us, you know, like as jersey heads, we're like, nah. But look, that's, you know, the Walter Payton was, you know, the number 34, you know, and it's like even with the Dion that I'm wearing, that's when they won the Super Bowl. You know, like there's just so many different memories, or like you have memories with them, and you know, it's like one of those things. Even like with the hat game, you know, the hat game is crazy because like this hat right here, this is a vintage sports specialties hat. I paid a lot of money for this hat too, and you know, I'm not proud to say that I paid X amount of money on this hat, you know what I'm saying? I definitely paid way above retail for sure. But I mean, like, it's kind of like what Mighty was also saying about having that level of stress, like where to the point where it's not even fun anymore. You know what I mean? Like some of these items, dude, like it just gets crazy. And as collectors, like I guess like the biggest thing for me that I really that turns me off about it is having to pay somebody else X amount of dollars so they could live comfortably with themselves and their family, you know, all because they cheated the system or they have a hookup or whatever, and it's at my expense where I have to worry about eating ramen or, you know,
Sausage.
like getting like a cheap ass meal to last me throughout until my next check. You know, I don't want to have to live paycheck after paycheck. Like I'd rather live comfortably. I'd rather like have this stuff like at my own leisure, you know, without having to worry about my bills. And sometimes as collectors, it's tough because you put yourself in a bind.
Yeah.
And I
yeah.
know people laugh at it, but it's the truth.
No,
Stressful, man.
As collectors, you have to like kind of like, hey, I gotta fall back. This is getting. I recently like. I think you did one of your lives I watched where you said this year's gonna be different, and for me, like I thought about that. I'm just like, you know what? He's right. This year is gonna be different. I wowed out last year. Like
me too, me too, bro.
Last year I started off with maybe 30 hats or 10 hats. I have freaking 80 hats. I have one head, and I'm like, what the heck am I gonna do with that? So, and with jerseys, I started off with maybe 3, and I bought like 13. In 1 week, all hockey jerseys. I'm like, why? Because I like hockey jerseys for some reason, like because of the Mighty Ducks. And after that, I was like, let me collect all Niner jerseys I want. And towards the end of the year, I'm like, wait, this is bad. This is getting really ridiculous. Let me fall back.
The I could, you know, I'm quite devil's advocate about it. Jeez.
I saw my in my room.
like how you said, like. This is not like I want to be the Debbie Downer of it, but you have this mentality of, man, I need to step back because you hit a low, you know, so you hit a realization like, damn, I'm spending a lot of money, and you're telling yourself, I'm going to step back. But as soon as you start getting that little extra money, you like, oh, fuck that, I got this extra money, I'm back in the fucking game. You know what I'm saying? It's the thing is, the hardest part is when you're back on your horse, and you can stay on the fucking horse. That's the problem. Right now, people fall back because either hardship, either a bill popped up, or something happened, and they're like, fuck, I gotta slow down. I gotta sell shit. Boom, boom, boom. I'm done. I'm up. You know, how many people retired from the Jersey game every year on these throwbacks? You know what I'm saying? Like every year, we get told, I'm gonna retire. I'm done.
Every year.
I'm getting my collection. And then like 3 weeks later, yo, you knew my new pickup. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of those things. It's like, yeah, it's when you got hardship, it's easy just to like let go and slow down and stuff like that. But once you back on the horse and you got them, you know, you get your bank account start getting a little bit better, that's when it gets difficult, because that's when you're like, man, I got the money in my account, I can just get it right now. But you have to go back and have that same mentality you had when you was on your lowest. That's the problem. Like I got past that phase. Like I got my money in my bank account. I know I can get this jersey, but do I really? That's when you start asking yourself, do I really need this jersey? How many Indians jerseys do I need? How many Orioles jerseys do I need?
I need 55 49er jerseys.
I still need more.
Everybody's like Mighty. Like Mighty has the most amazing collection. Mighty, you can stop collecting right now, and you're in the Hall of Fame of fucking collectors, yo. So to me, like you adding to your collection is not gonna make you a better jersey. You're already up there. You're in the top tier. You know what I'm saying?
I need that Lower Marion though, Mighty. I need that Lower Marion Kobe.
Oh man,
Hit up rivalry.
Yeah.
You know, Saints.
Just to say that too, it's interesting. It's funny you say that though, Becky, because like it's like you read my mind. So I sold those Yeezys. I sold them. I got my money and some, and I was like, all right, I'm in the plus. Well, you know, and then next thing you know, Mitchell and Ness puts that 40% sale. I'm like, yo,
you're in the green. You just got out of the red.
Two things together. But you know what? I had to fall back. I had to be like, no, you know, I'm glad that I got my money from these and some. Why not put that money in the account and invest it for something later on? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I'd rather grow this year is all about growing my bank account. I'm not trying to have another Z-Rack. You know, I'm not trying to have another utility bin filled with jerseys. Like this year, I want to focus on what I said I was going to focus on, and that's getting married.
What I do, this is a tip I do for. I have the same goals, Rez. Like I have a certain number that I want to have in my bank account. But what I do, this is what I personally do. Anything I sell on eBay, anything I sell on Facebook, I get the money. I take the money out of the bank and I stash it somewhere. I have like physical, like I'm putting myself on blast over here.
You got a shoebox?
Basically, yes. I got the throwback shoebox, and that makes you not want to spend the money, because when you physically you see the money, you're like, okay, so if I want to get this Mitchell and Ness jersey, that means I got to take the money, go to the bank, deposit it into the bank, and then I have to go, you know, whatever, pay for it. But if I physically have the money and I see it growing, it's like almost like a drug. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, like you're seeing this money grow in your shoebox, and that's the way I control my shit. You know what I'm saying? For me, it works. I think when you have it in your bank account, it's just easy to swipe. It's so easy to swipe. But when you have it in a box somewhere, hidden, whatever, your little stash, it's just like, bro, you have to go through a whole process of you know what I'm saying? Like, go to the bank account, put it in the bank, then you have to go charge it and all that shit. So that's my little pro tip for me. That's the way I do it.
Apple Pay,
right here.
Apple Pay is dangerous, man. That's how I gotta say. Apple Pay is
all
dangerous.
My problems will be solved with this.
There you go. Exactly. Exactly.
No, but you know, I feel you though, because I have a friend. I'm not gonna put him on blast, but I have a friend who
put him on blast.
He has the exact opposite of us, like as collectors. Like he has so much money in his bank that he doesn't even touch it, but it gets to the point where it's affecting his livelihood, because he's got to spend money, but he doesn't want to spend it because he's got so much money in there. So like it's interesting, because that's a different side of the playing field, because you think, oh well, you have all this money saved up, you're good, but in reality, it's like he has to deal with having to take money away from that account to use for stuff that he actually needs. Whether it be like a new car, whether it be, going out, whether it be whatever the case may be. And it's like one of those things where it's like he doesn't want to touch his money because he's afraid that I'm going to be $10 less than what I had now. It's like, bro, you have all this money, you're good. Like money's meant to be spent.
There's a certain number. There's a certain number in my bank account that I never want to go under. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's about just being comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like kind of like what Rez is saying. I want to be comfortable. I'm not Rez. What Mighty was saying. I want to get to the point that I'm comfortable. That I can just like, hey, babe, let's go for the weekend. Let's go to Boston for the weekend, and I don't have to worry about I have to wait like 2 more paychecks, save up there. Like I want to get to the point that I could just right now, let's go for a trip and just do it. Go out to dinner and not even think about it. That's where I want to be in my life. As like what Mighty was saying, just being comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like financially be comfortable. You know, I'm not saying I have to be rich and shit like that. But if I want to go for a weekend and go to Philadelphia and go visit a Mighty fan, I don't want to think about how many paychecks I got to save to go make that trip. I want to feel like I could just go. You know what I'm saying? But like King Leonidas can't talk about money because he's paid.
Yeah, I'm gonna go because I want to hear what King Leonidas have to talk about money because I want to see how much money he be spending.
Mhm.
All right, y'all. Peace.
All right,
Hey,
y'all,
Rez,
appreciate
man.
you, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting, man, because like I said, you know, it almost seems like some people who don't have issues like with money like at all, like they could just live comfortably and spend, you know. And I have a friend like that that's in the shoe game where he constantly buys whatever he wants, even if it's like him having to pay resale, you know. And it's, I don't know, you know, like obviously he has to work for the money, but it's still his time, you know. Time is something you'll never get back. You know what I mean? Like,
But don't get it twisted. Some people are living that social media life that they have this persona of they have everything and they're living the life, but they struggling like a motherfucker behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying?
that's
Mhm.
true. Very true.
Rez, man, can I say something, buddy?
Yeah, sure.
Man, you know, John was saying earlier how last year, you know, he, you know, going crazy. I was the same way as well. This year, believe it or not, I've actually been saving money, and you know, my parents' 25th wedding anniversary is going to be coming up. My 22nd birthday, so I'm actually this year going to be doing something special for them. So, yeah, I've been saving and saving as well.
That's what's
That's
up.
great.
It's been working out pretty good, man. Like I
Jesus.
said, I've never been this motivated, but I really want to give them the best anniversary present because they do a lot for me, man.
Mhm.
Ah, for
So-
sure. That's actually something that I was planning on doing with my parents too. Actually, I actually was gonna get them. Hopefully, they're not in this live stream. I don't think anybody in my family's in this live stream.
That'd be hilarious if they were.
But I was thinking of getting my parents tickets to go back to the Philippines because they haven't been back in the Philippines in years, and you know it's my parents are a lot older now. They're both retired. You know what I'm saying? And they were talking to me about getting their passport renewed. So you know, obviously, getting your passport renewed is like valid for like 10 years. So you know, I think I felt like as a like a gift, you know what I mean, like as a Christmas gift or whatever the case may be, just you know, as a thank you, you know, I want to get them a flight, you know, I want to get them flights to go to the Philippines so they could be with their family over there because you know they've always talked about going back there. They haven't been back in the Philippines in nearly like almost 2 decades now. You know what I'm saying? And that's where they came from. You know, and they always talk about wanting to go back, but they don't have the money to do so. And here I am spending thousands of dollars on hats
Oh yeah,
and
that'll motivate
you know, like all that crazy stuff. And it makes me feel bad in a way, you know. I mean, but everybody's like, well, you shouldn't because it's your money. I'm like, I know, but it's like, it's more so the fact, like, you know, like I'm fortunate to be able to afford this stuff, but there's no time limit of like, oh, I have to get that Deion Sanders today. I have to get the new Warriors jersey by next week. Like, there's nobody like except myself is telling me to buy this stuff. This is all in my head. Our head is, you know, like, oh, we got to get this before it sells out. It's not going to change me. It's not going to make me any less of a Warriors fan. It's not going to make me any less of a 49ers fan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree, man. That's why I'm appreciative of every jersey I have. Like for this Walter Payton, you know, to some people it's just a jersey. For me, this jersey is about the history. You know, Super Bowl 20. You know, Bears winning their only Super Bowl against the Patriots, and you know, I wish Walter would have scored a touchdown in the game, but hey, it is what it is. But still, I'm so happy that my Bears, you know, at least they won one Super Bowl, and you know that defense, you know, Steve McMichael and you know Mike Singletary, Wilbur Marshall, Hampton, man, what a defense, man.
Richard Dent.
PLB, what up, man?
Dan Hampton.
Yo, what's going on, guys? How you guys doing? Just got off work. Oh man, glad I can make it in.
Yeah, I appreciate you hopping on, man. And usually I go live on Wednesdays, but you know, Thursdays. This week I'm going Thursdays.
Yeah.
So I know you
Yeah,
said
man. And, yeah, I've been listening to a little bit of the conversation about like financially, like you got about being set, being more financially responsible, and like I agree very wholeheartedly with you guys. You know, I did spend a lot of money the past 2021 on a lot of stuff, jerseys, hats, few shoes here and there. Yeah, I was hamming last year, but now it's like, you know, I want to say over the past few months I've been, you know, hoarding up my money. You know, I just want to save up to do a lot of things. I've been wanting to go to a trip. I was supposed to go to Oregon last year, but because a homie of mine lives there, but because of scheduling conflicts, we couldn't make it happen. So hopefully this year, I want to save up a little more, have a little more spending money, get a ticket, to go to Portland, and then just raise some hell with him in Portland. No, that's the plan right there.
That's what's up. Oh, that's a great plan, bro. I mean,
I know, man.
Yeah.
And like
POB one fool, man. You make me feel old, man. I remember back in the day when you had like short hair, no beard.
yeah,
man.
I mean, I've been growing this for years. Like I haven't had short hair since I was like, I want to say 20. I've trimmed it here and there, but I've never let it grow. I plan on going back to short this year though.
You were making videos when you were a teenager though, right?
Yeah, I was 14 or 15 years old.
Bro, yo, how old do I feel right now? Mighty, how old do you feel right now that P.O. Fool was making videos at 14 years old? Now he was like a badass biker.
It just shows how long we've all been doing them for, though, right? I mean, we watch people grow up.
Yeah,
Yo,
I can't remember a lot of bikers that work at Pro Image, so I just be kidding.
Rez was wearing oversized jerseys. Now he's fucking about to get married. He's about to get married. That's crazy, yo. We getting old, bro.
It's funny. The oversized jerseys what got me in with Rez's video. That's what drew me to do the YouTube.
It's funny, dude, because like all those jerseys that I had back then, they're like my size now, like my actual size, size. You know what I mean? Because they're like, well, I mean, with the exception of like some of those size 60s that I had and size 56s, but like we're talking about Korea runs, bro. That Korea runs long, man. Things are like
this. Size 60.
Dude, those Korea runs, like those size 48s and 52s were like 56 and 60s. I mean, you guys know that because I had a few careers. God damn.
They're pretty I know how big. For sure.
Yeah, but to jump back on the financial thing, this is something I've been knowing for years. Like, this is something when I knew as soon as I entered college. Is like, okay, I'm not gonna have the money to buy these all-dimensional Nesses and Authentics that I want. And then it's something I talked about a lot. Just creative ideas. Go to your local thrift stores, your Goodwills. You never know what you're gonna find. Hell, I just went today, and I found this old school Jaguars hat here. Old English letters.
That's dope.
It's a Drew Pearson. These hats go for like $200, and I paid $9 for it.
Dude, that's crazy, bro. That puts things in perspective, though. You know what I'm saying? Like POB, like I said, like bro, like you paid how much? $9 for that?
Yeah.
People are reselling them for $200 online. Like that's why, that's why I made that decision not to pay resale on items like that anymore. Like I don't want to pay, an arm and a leg to get something like that, even though you got it for a steal. You know what I'm saying? Like that's, to me, that's just it. Now I've gotten in the mindset where I look at it as being corny. Like it's just, that's mad corny to me. You know what I'm saying? Like before, I'm like, bro, it's $200. I'm wearing, I could flex. I could tell people it's like, who gives a shit about all that stuff now? You know what I mean? Like my mindset has completely changed on that whole area of things.
Yeah, and also it's because I also have extra money now. Like I have my accounts like that where my paycheck goes to. But I have my PayPal account, I have my Venmo account. There's money in there, and I'll spend it to get stuff in order to get more money in there. Like I just sold $50 worth of stuff over at a store. I got an extra $50 in my pocket now. I'm pretty much gonna use this. I'm gonna send this to my PayPal or my Venmo, and my paycheck's gonna go to my bank account or whatever. I'm doing my taxes right now pretty soon. And yeah, man, like I said, it's just all about being, just being a grown-up, honestly. Just doing grown-up stuff. This is what it is.
Yeah.
But I'm so stuck in the 90s, man.
I don't know, man. What, the 90s is a time I wish I was alive during that time. I would have loved to see how the 90s was.
I was born in the 80s, but the 90s like molded who I am, man. That's the reason. Today I just posted. I bought a fucking 1994 Power Rangers board game. Like why? I'm 41 years old. Why do I need a board game? But it just brings me back to just a great memory. And it only cost me $15.
I feel you, man.
Trust me. I'm the same way, bro. Like I recently started getting back into don't know if you guys know what Yu-Gi-Oh is, but I started.
Yeah.
I started
Oh
getting
yeah.
some old school Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, man, and I found this old vintage poster that used to be like when I was in middle school. I mean, it's banged up. It's got holes and everything, but it's still in good
Yeah.
condition.
But it has something that just takes you to a good place. That's what I'm
Absolutely.
talking about.
For sure.
Like some of these things that I'm starting to buy little by. I bought I want to buy a VHS player because I started buying VHS.
Summon Skull.
Man, and it just takes you to a happy place, man.
It
If it's
does.
for-
I know.
But
I know
I
one
don't
thing
want
I'm trying to get into right now is vintage video game posters. That's one thing I'm trying to look for.
That's dope. I'm trying to get into
I know.
vintage board games. Childhood board games.
Yeah.
You know,
I was just playing what was it, Madden?
Oh yeah, I bought a Super Nintendo and I was playing Madden '96. I'm doing a season right now with the Raiders with Napoleon Kaufman and Jeff Hostetler, and it's awesome because it's like I don't have to worry about the updates. I don't have to, nothing. I'm playing with Napoleon Kaufman, like
Terry
James
McDaniel.
Yeah, I'm loving it, man. Then they're like, going against the 49ers when they got Dion and all these. I'm like, what? This is fucking awesome, man. I love it, man, because it's so the game is simple. It's like 3 buttons.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't have to worry about L2 and R2 and fuck that. Everybody looks the same. Is awesome, man.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about no huddles and timeouts and stuff like that.
Max knows about
Yeah,
Tecmo.
man.
Yeah, he knows about
Super Bowls and that shit.
Yep.
Rez, I still got my PS2, man.
Oh, dude,
I
that's
miss
I
my
was just asking
PS2. I
earlier.
regret letting that go.
bro. I can't believe I got rid of
I'm gonna
mine.
it's
Dude.
gonna be with me for a long time.
I still, my it was really messed up because I had a Super Nintendo. I had the original one, and I sold it along with a bunch of my games and stuff like that. But something about that, like playing the actual console, because like people were like, "Oh, well, you could buy the new one, the mini." I'm like, "Nah,
Yeah,
that
you
ain't
can download it.
No, it's different.
thing."
It's different. Oh, dude, who remembers the Dreamcast? Anybody had a Dreamcast?
Oh, yeah.
Yo, I love the Dreamcast. I got that shit's so loud. The fan on that, I'm like, Jesus, this thing is loud.
Dude, I still play mine. I still have some of my old games, and I still play my Dreamcast.
Yo, NFL 2K on that is freaking amazing, yo. There's still people, there's leagues that people still play, and they update the rosters and everything. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like that NFL 2K game.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
So
the one with Randy Moss on the cover. Oh man,
Was it? There was another one, the ESPN one with T.O. on the cover as an eagle.
Oh, that one I do remember.
Oh,
I do
was
remember.
such a good
$20.
game.
And there's also one with Warren Sapp on the cover too.
Look at this.
Yeah.
This
Warren
is like
Sapp was
super
doing
relic
cool.
right here.
Oh,
Is that a PS1 controller?
I think so. Yeah, because look, you got to plug it in.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I kind of want to.
I'm gonna get one because I just want to play. I want to play college football. The college football game. I love college football. What was it? College football '98 was my favorite college football game ever.
yeah, those games were so good.
So fun.
Oh, they were so
I remember.
good.
I remember playing a baseball game. Did Ken Griffey have a video game? Because I remember playing like a Ken Griffey video game.
Yeah, he had one for the Super Nintendo.
And Nintendo 64 too.
Yeah, that game was
Nice.
dope. I used to play that a lot when I was younger. So I kind of want to go back to the topic and just kind of refer to what we were all talking about, because obviously, like, we all understand the joys of collecting, but I wanna focus more so on the things that we don't really talk about, or things that we don't really want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a reality. I want people to be aware. It's still early in the year, and I know there's people in here that are probably just starting to collect. And I feel for those people that are in here, I really think that you guys should take everything that we're discussing here and really run with it, because a lot of the stuff that we have, a lot of this knowledge that we have is like gonna take you places, like in terms of this journey of collecting. Because
I know, because I know we talked about the finance, but one we all can relate is it's space. Like
Oh,
where
Oh
to
my
put all
God.
this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Man,
that's one thing.
Where do I begin?
Yeah.
I'm
Jake haven't spoken. What's up, Jake, man? I know Jake. Let's talk about space because your room is like you got jerseys hung on your walls everywhere.
Mhm.
So, what's your space situation, Jake?
Well, the thing is, like where I'm at now is I really don't have like a lot of closet space per se, like because I kind of share down here with like a couple other like family members and stuff like that. So what I have is like a Z rack, and then I kind of just put some, well, kind of just like jerseys that have a lot of meaning to me, like on the walls and stuff like that. Like, because I still have some like old, even like screen printed jerseys from like back in like 2010, 2009, sort of when I first started like collecting and stuff like that. So for the most part, it's just basically whatever just tickles my fancy, or just like some of my more prized jerseys, like the ones that I feel like the most confident, or like the basically just the ones that have the most meaning to me, including like, because how many people do you know that own a Jared Allen Chiefs jersey, let alone an
Right.
authentic Jared Allen Chiefs jersey, you know? So for me, it's just one of those things where, yeah, basically I just kind of hang up whatever I want, you know, just kind of like the jerseys that have the most meaning. So that's usually how I do that.
I know my Mighty got the Mighty Kingdom, man. Is very organized, by the way. I really appreciate your
Well,
organization.
I've made the decision to take the painstaking measures of at some point move the football jerseys down here. I told Slim his air mattress may have to move. Gotta get the Z bottoms down here and get them down here. Although the Dallas jerseys I'm going to keep up in the Ron room because they should be up in the Ron room, and I don't want them down here. I don't want them down here. So maybe the Washington and Giant jerseys should stay up there too. Come to think of it, maybe that would be a good idea. With all this Eagles stuff everywhere, I don't think that would be a good idea.
Spoken like a true Eagles fan.
But no, I am at some point going to have to bring the football collection down here, because what I would like to do with the Ron room upstairs is put all baseball up there. I have a rack off camera here, a Z bottom with all the authentic baseball, and I'd like to get them up there with all the Mitchell and Ness and the Cooperstown. You know, just that whole should just be baseball. And I'm going to be getting more hockey. And hockey, I'm going to need to get another. I'm going to need to put them on a Z bottom because I don't have any more room in the hockey closet. And hockey jerseys, as we might, they do take a little bit of space. So I would like to get them out and, put them up there. So have baseball and hockey up there, and then the football will be down here. And the basketball already has its own room. So that's my kind of reorganizing goal for 2022 is to, at some point get that done. I'll have to get another Z bottom at some point, get it down here, build it, and then, get the football down here, get all the Mitchell and Ness down here, and utilize some space down here for that. And primarily, mainly just so I can get the hockey stuff up where they should on a Z bottom, and as I get them, kind of, go with that. I mean, the good thing about hockey is the price point, and I would like to do more with that this year. The price point for those jerseys, depending on what you want, can be a little higher. And the good thing about that is instead of getting, throughout the month, kind of saying, okay, I want this really good one, maybe a cool hockey custom, boom, get that done. It costs a little extra for one, but instead of spending maybe even more money for like 4 or 5 jerseys that month, maybe just get the one really good cool hockey or another hockey jersey and get that in the fold, and just kind of take it from there. But that's going to be my big project for this year, and it's going to be interesting. Slim's already said at one point, "Well, you gotta move the air mattress." Like, well, I mean, we'll find a spot. I'll get the air mattress somewhere else down here.
So Rez, like, what's a pro tip? You know, because your situation is like, you know, I know eventually you're gonna move, but like, what's a pro tip for you besides like stop buying shit? As far as spacing, how do you control your space?
I mean, the short answer is a storage unit. You know what I mean?
That's more money, right there.
Yeah, that is. You know, it's one of those things where I thought I would never have to really think about it until now, because now I'm in a position where, you know, space has now become a real issue. Like before, it was like, oh, you know, just buy a bin and you could put the bin, you know, and your stuff will be safely secured and all that stuff. But then what do you do when you have like 20 bins? That's obviously still, these bins are still going to take space. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I actually took a picture because I can't move my computer, but I took a picture of this side of my room, and I'm going to share with you guys what it looks like right now. It's not a very flattering picture, but I figured I'd let you guys know the reality of it, because people only see one side of the collector, which is them showcasing their collection. But what they don't see is the hardships and challenges, like space, for instance. So here is my current situation. Get my screen real quick. Okay. All right.
Okay.
So here's my situation that I'm dealing with right now. So you guys see this?
We don't see the picture. I don't see it.
You don't see the picture?
Nope.
No, we just see a picture, a screenshot of like this live stream.
Yeah, we see the chat.
I see the chat.
Hold on. Let me sorry guys.
No jersey will be burned.
Yep.
Hold on. Let me try that again.
Be careful what you click on, man. We don't want to get to know you too well.
Yeah.
We don't want to get this stream taken down.
I'm telling you. Whoa.
Them YouTube algorithms, man, they don't play.
Oh, yeah.
It's not letting me pull it, but here, I took a picture with my phone, so I'll show it to you guys here. But let me my quick.
And,
blow your picture up. There he is.
So here is my current situation.
Oof.
And that's bins on the side of bins.
Bins on stacked on top. On
the bins.
Yeah, dude, these are utility bins, and there's still 2 more under this.
And how many jerseys are in the bins?
Well, one of them is just like miscellaneous things, so it's 3 bins right now. But one of the bins is not 1, 2, 3. So 2 bins right now with jerseys.
How many jerseys can you fit in that bin?
Comfortably about 25.
Sheesh.
You got 3 bins.
Yeah.
So
I couldn't do
you got
bins.
probably close to 80 just in those bins right there.
Yeah, man. So you could do the math. I mean, you know, basically 4 bins is 100 jerseys comfortably. You know,
Yeah, and this is something that sorry to cut you off, but this is not something that we want to share with like upcoming new collectors. Like at some point you're gonna have too much stuff and you're gonna have to downsize. We've all been through there. When all of a sudden we're buying up stuff left and right.
Mighty
fan. He's hold on, let me highlight your screen, John. Hold on.
Yeah.
Bro, this is my space. This is my eating area right here. And there's all my jerseys, my basketball section, and my NFL section, bro. Talk about space, dude. There's 6 people living in our house. So it got to the point where I had to build my own little jersey area in my room.
Yeah, when your eating area is next to your jersey collection, that's bad.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I get what you mean, man.
And that's what
I want to say something about
Be
that.
careful.
Believe it or not, I've become
the
a
spices.
very careful eater So far, I've gotten no food on my jerseys. I'm extra careful.
Absolutely. And that's the thing, man. Like I said, at some point you're gonna have to downsize because it all piles up so quick before you know it. Like from jerseys to hats to t-shirts, you name it, it's all gonna come. Especially when you live in a confined space like we do, like Rez, John, Jake. I see, your rooms got a lot of stuff. It's just at some point you're gonna have to let go of some stuff. Some stuff you might not want to, but you have to.
Oh yeah.
And I just want to lay it out there for all these upcoming collectors. It's gonna happen to you one way or another.
Yeah, King, hop on, man. We want to see it.
Like if we have those goals, like I'm trying to get to Mighty fans go. Like he has a home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He has. I understand he's a big collector, but he has rooms dedicated to his jersey because he has the space. He has that roof over his head. That's where I want to be. The problem is when I do get that space, am I gonna fill it up more than right now we're kind of taking it easy because okay, where the fuck am I gonna put this jersey? Imagine you get an extra room by yourself just for jerseys. You probably fucking go nuts.
Oh yeah,
it fills
That's
up
an
quick too.
understatement.
It really does.
Because at some point we all want our own man cave. We all want to put a bunch of stuff on walls, on the corners and our closets. Like we want to hook the room up. But then all of a sudden, too quickly, it just piles up. That's the problem.
Trust me, my girl moved in. This look at this is. Can I do the camera? Hold on. Can I switch the camera real quick?
Here.
There it is. Hold up.
Oh man.
So
real quick.
So remember, I used to live by myself. So this is my little corner right here. So I got my two little arcades. I got my little my G.I. Joe stuff over here. And then over here is like Buddha stuff and flowers and and things that I would never this is something I'm sorry, as a man, we never go to the store and buy something that says family. Like we don't buy stuff
no.
Yeah. Who buys this? I don't buy this. So this is her. This is my little corner right here. My man cave came to this little corner, but that's the sacrifice you got to make.
Absolutely.
Well, I guess.
Absolutely.
Do you have the Live, Laugh, Love sign up there somewhere?
There's somewhere. Yeah, look, I got love up here.
Yeah.
The eat, pray, love.
Yeah, sometimes
talking about dated
that's the sacrifices you gotta trust me, Rez. You're about to find out real quick.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Trust me. Look, here's another side.
Don't think you want to get a man cave.
Here's another side of my wall, dude. So I showed you one side of my wall. Here's the other side. So there's 4 spaces.
Bro, you need to make a room tour video of that.
Nah,
you gotta
bro.
do that. Why not?
He turned that down real quick.
Jesus, that's his dope, though. That's his fine.
Rez and I has had conversations. I want that glass case of his, but
no, it's calling. I got to get rid of this damn thing, dude, because it's I can't organize my room the way I want to because of this damn thing. I should have never.
But if that wasn't there, where we gonna put all the stuff that's inside that?
Huh?
If that's not there, where are you gonna put all the stuff that's in there?
That stuff's gonna be. I have other I have an idea, dude. Like I went to IKEA, and I had this idea which won't require me. I could fit more stuff, and I could move this stuff easily. Because this right here, dude, this is a pain in the ass. Like getting this stuff out.
That's like an old school butyl, yo. That's a heavy ass wood. That's a heavy ass wood, huh?
The interesting thing about that was that the seller was in they live in a bougie area here in the Bay, super rich area, and they were trying to get rid of it. They were just something like this, the value. This is genuine. I don't know what kind of wood this is. This is bougie wood, but that's basically heavy wood. Yeah. So I bought it not knowing, dude, that it wasn't actually. So this glass right here, dude, the way it comes out, it doesn't come out all the way, dude. So I thought that this thing would actually, and I thought this thing would actually be detachable. I was thinking that you could actually take the thing out. You can't.
You can actually buy the hinges and do it yourself. and put
Yeah,
it in me. That's just that's the maintenance guy in me right now.
I don't want to. I don't want to do
hinges.
that though. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to mess it up because I don't trust myself. Like I'd have to actually hire somebody or like hit somebody up that knows what they're doing.
What you should do
A
is
real
empty
professional.
it. What you should do is empty, take everything out, take a picture, sell it on Facebook Marketplace, have somebody come pick it up, get rid of it, take that money and invest whatever IKEA products you want to put on there.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably better off with some IKEA stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
my thing is, then if you sell it on Facebook Marketplace, you never have to worry about moving it yourself. You can just have somebody else take it away. That's the great thing about my Facebook Marketplace. They'll come pick it up for you.
I was trying to hook up POB because he wants it. I was like, bro, you could have it. Whatever
I want. The problem
is,
is he's in the Bay. I'm in LA. It's God. I have no pickup trucks. I don't know anybody with pickup trucks.
Get a U-Haul, bro. We'll do a video of and a room tour video.
Oh man,
We'll do a 2-for-1 video, bro. We'll do a 2-for-1 video.
That video is cursed, man. That's what it is, man. That's just cursed by the La Llorona.
Oh.
He's trying to get rid of it. Pass it out to you.
Nah,
where you become obsessive.
I just made the mistake of taking it before even actually thinking about it, dude. Because before I grabbed it, dude, there was like I had a lot of space. Like where this shelf is right now was where I used to film my old videos, like that wall. So this is that space. So like I can't do anything, dude, with this thing here. Like,
bro, but you act like you can't just get rid of it. Just get rid of it.
I mean I can, but like the thing is like I gotta find a space to put this stuff away. You know what I mean? Like
see,
I need to
make it excuses, man. Just take the stuff out, get rid of it.
Yeah,
this is the year. Come on, man. 2022. Make moves, man.
I don't want to do it until I get married and move out, bro. Because then I'll really like actually start planning everything. Because then I'll have everything out of here. I'll have.
You're not gonna be there long, anyways, man. So you need to stop trying to decorate that room. You're about to have your own spot soon, man. So.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the goal for 2022. But I'm trying to get married and get out of here, dude. Because I gotta start the next chapter in my life, bro. Like
I'm saying you're trying to get married. You're gonna get married. Just that's part of the plan. So that's a good one.
Oh yeah, man.
You keep saying it like, oh, maybe I'll get married. No, you're gonna get married.
Yeah, that's true. Yo, King, man. I know you said we want to see your room tour, bro, because I think you have the most out of everybody here next to Mighty.
Oh, he's got some. He's got some heat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
See, I'm saying, yo, King Leonardo did not watch the videos, man, because he did a room tour. That shit was small as shit. The shit was like, all you could do is turn the camera like this. That shit was so tight.
Yo, TJ, you already got the room tour. You saw that side of the wall and you saw that side. That's the end of the tour.
Nah, we need an in-depth. We need an in-depth tour, man.
That's the end. That's the end of the tour. The next thing is the door that goes to the bathroom. That's it.
Hey, PLB, you know you was talking about selling stuff, bro? Just to get the space that I do, I had to sell some of my stuff, like the Larry Bird. But luckily for me, I ended up finding one in my size.
Nice.
That's dope.
I actually sold it to Rez.
Yeah. Well, I actually
I still got the jerseys.
Just to answer your question, Swell, he does not sell anything. Okay, so everything that Mike has shown in his collection, he still has in his collection. So
oh man,
that's the joy of his collection and his videos. Is that everything he catalogs is vaulted.
Yo, the day that Mighty fans cashes out, bruh.
Yeah, that's the day of the world ends.
No, I can picture. My bad. What were you gonna say?
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say I can picture like Mighty getting a literal bank vault in his house just with his jerseys in it. Like, you have to put in like a secret type password, the freaking conjunctions and shit, and inside the bank vault is nothing but his collection.
You know what I need? I don't know if you guys have been watching Peacemaker, but I need that. I need that whatever that is. That when he goes to his dad's house, and they open up the thing, and it's like a secret. It's just gigantic. It's just expansive.
Peacemaker.
You know, where he keeps all the stuff that he makes for Peacemaker and all the different stuff. It's endless. Like it's this whole another realm That's what I need. I need to be able to open up a door, and it's just I can put whatever in there, and it doesn't matter. It could be, every jersey, every hat, every whatever. Just it's all there. Boom, like a big museum.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's a funny show, actually. I think I give props to Cena, man, for doing.
I know you love you some John Cena, Rez. I know you love you some John Cena.
He's killing that role, man. He's killing it.
Yeah, like it's funny because like people make fun of me because like I support him, dude. But it's just like, bro, like, dude's talented, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
he is.
part of my childhood, man.
I like him in that show. I really do.
Bro, he took a character that nobody gives a fuck about and made it his own, and he's killing it. I bought my first Peacemaker comic book the other day because it was fucking because of the show, man. He's killing it. Who the hell? I didn't know who the hell Peacemaker was.
I didn't either.
He's killing it.
I didn't.
He is
Yeah.
killing it.
Well, it just goes to show whenever you find the right person for the role, you know what I mean? Like they found the right guy to play that part. Like who could turn shit into gold? Like John Cena could apparently.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my guy right there.
That's when he had those. That's when he had those Popeye arms, man.
Oh, yeah.
Peyton, man.
His King Leo arms.
Yeah, those
King
King
Leo.
Leo.
Probably played
Yeah,
Peacemaker,
exactly.
For goodness sakes.
Hey, Rez, I was watching one of his old matches. Remember his match against Undertaker on SmackDown back in 2004 when Undertaker used his chain?
Oh yeah, bro. Like,
Oh,
dude,
I remember those matches.
all
Yeah.
those like I said, bro. Like all those matches is what got me into the Jersey game, bro. Like I didn't know that was a thing until he started wearing. And obviously, he was playing a character. It was a gimmick,
yeah.
but he was going off of what was a thing back then, which was the boom of the jerseys and stuff. So like,
Oh yeah. And dude, he just came out with different ones every week, and it was just pure heat when you look back at it. Nothing but old school, old gold heat.
You know what's cool about it too is that Peter Capolino actually like has stories about that. He's like, I remember he used to come to the store like out in Mitchell and Ness. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, he came there like 3 times maybe. I wish I was there, man. I wish I was like a fly in that room. Like, that would have been dope. But I'm gonna highlight some comments real quick because there's people commenting in here. King Leo says I'm gonna start watching Peacemaker tonight. That's what's up.
Please.
Swell says it's kind of like when those NBA players were on MTV Cribs showing their closets. Yeah, but see, those guys are celebrities, bro. They have all this.
They pretty much got like jerseys with diamonds encrusted on them. Who knows?
Yeah, bedazzled jerseys.
Hilarious
Yep.
and Suicide Squad 2, Word Life, the Doctor of Thugonomics. Yep.
Yeah.
So like with that being said, like with everything that we've learned now, how are we applying that to our everyday lives? Like, do we find ourselves in better spots now? Do we find ourselves in worse spots than we were? Like, how is it working for us? Like, with us, like thinking now the way that we're thinking.
I don't want to repeat my story, but you already know how I felt. The process I've gone through. Like I always say, everybody's in a different stage of collecting in their lives right now. A year from now, everybody's gonna be different. Right now, I'm good, man. I'm happy that, like I said, I'm happy that I've gone through collecting jerseys throughout so many years. I've held jerseys, I've worn jerseys that white whales and jerseys that never, I think I touched almost every Mitchell and Ness jersey ever made, except for that Billy White Shoes Johnson, their Mighty fan. Never seen that one, but I felt like I've touched a lot of like jerseys, and I think my whole collection throughout all my years is sprinkled through everybody's closet and on Keys of Throwback, which is awesome. So right now, I'm just like I said, I've learned my lessons, through hardship and shit like that. I've gone through those phases that I've gone broke and chose jerseys over fucking bills and shit like that. But I'm past all that, and I'm just enjoying. Like I said, I'll stop and smelling the roses and enjoy my collection as is, as right now as it is. That's where I'm at in my life.
Nice.
Random
And also,
question. Go ahead.
I just want to say, everybody's situation is different. You don't know what everybody's going through as far as like financial wise or in their personal lives. Everybody's situation is different, and we all have, our own things to do besides, just the collecting thing. So it really depends on the individual.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of individual, somebody that really, I think, is a person to if you get the opportunity to and talk to him, I think it'd be a great opportunity to do so. But Big Slim, I think he's the perfect example. I've actually had one-on-one combos with him where I've talked to him more in depth about this type of this topic tonight, and I think Big Slim he's been very public about it. On if you follow him on his social media handles, he's been very honest about his hardships as a collector. And he has also said that it's all mental. You know what I'm saying? Because if you hear his story, if you guys want to see my segment that I did with him a year ago, I did a one-on-one with him, and I was kind of picking his brain a little bit, getting into his mindset. But check it out if you guys get the chance to do so on the channel, and you'll understand. But it's not easy, man, because it's almost where you're finding yourself having to battle with yourself in your mind about this
And
stuff.
it stopped being about what you collect, basically.
Yeah, it consumes you.
It really consumes you.
Yeah, and I think that's something that we all need to be careful about as collectors, because I know we all went through it. I'm sure we have. I know Mighty, you had to really pick yourself back up and be like, hey, dude, I can't keep doing this until this right here is taken care of. I'm sure you can, but you don't want to put yourself in that position.
No, collecting. I always say this is that collecting is a drug. And like any drug, you feel like you want that high. You want that. You want that satisfaction. You want that high. So you want to be able to get that next thing and follow it in the tracking, and here it comes, and I'll open the package. Here it is. All right, now I'm gonna show it on YouTube. I'm gonna put it on Instagram. I'm gonna do this, do that, and then it's the next one. And it's all about having that. It's like that we surround ourselves with these things because we do have a passion, but it's also it is that drug. It is that eBay and Macari and Poshmark and Marketplace and OfferUp and the groups of people sell it. It's the needle, right? And that's what we use to get our high. We find these things, we collect them, we surround ourselves with them, we run out of room, then we find another way to do it, and it's just it's rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. You're never, maybe there have been people in our group, and we've seen it, who were so into it, just bonkers for it, right? We've seen it in the YouTube groups, right? Bonkers for it. And then all of a sudden they get a family, they become a father or what have you. And then family, and that's it. And then they're able to switch that valve. They're able to move on from it and live a life with family and travel and do all this stuff, and that becomes their life. And I mean, you wouldn't have even known some of these unless you watch their videos on YouTube. There are people that probably just wouldn't have even assumed that so-and-so was a diehard jersey head, putting video after video, putting, racks of jerseys in the collection. And then just like that, they're able to turn that switch. Can
I ask the panel something? Like,
sure.
What would it take for you to, what drives me? I'm, nostalgia and just me being a sports fan first. Being a sports fan first. But what would make you what will make you completely stop? Like, I'm done. It doesn't have to be something like, fucking I'm living in the streets or something like that. But what realistically, for you, what would make you stop?
Can I answer that first?
Whoever wants to.
For me, I touched on this before, but it have to be like an event where, to the point, like if my house got burned down, knock on wood, or my collection got burned down, or if somebody robbed my place and took everything. At that point,
you want to start over?
No, I'm done. I'd be done, and because a part of me is telling me, like there's a voice in my head like, when's enough enough? You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like, you have enough. You don't need any more. But then obviously we have all these other factors. You know, you have, Mitchell and Ness, you have Ebbets, like all these brands releasing new things and new, sneakers and new toys and new all of this. And it continues to drive it. Then we have the community, where they're just like, yo, are you going to hop on this? Like, what are you going to get? We converse amongst ourselves. And then of course, YouTube plays a factor too. Obviously it's like I want to make content. So, sometimes I'll buy stuff to show, but I think the biggest thing for me would be those two things. Something happened where my house burned down along with my collection, or somebody just ransacked my house and took everything that I had. I think from there I'm like, no, I'm done.
Rez, man, can I say something real
Yeah,
quick,
go for
bro?
it.
How Mighty was talking about, drug addicts and all that. Rez, you know how I grew up in the motel business. I grew up with alcoholics and drug addicts and all that. I've seen some of my best friends go through that stuff, man. You want to talk about rough? It's crazy. I've seen them give up everything for that next high, man. And I just want to say I see stuff like that every day. Living in a motel, I can't tell you how many times that I see drug addicts and alcoholics. I've had family members who's battled alcoholism, man. You want to talk about rough? That's stuff like that motivates me, man. Because every day I go outside, that's what I see.
Hey, substance abuse is a real thing, bro. I mean, that's
Yeah.
no joke. I have people in my family, and I even have close friends that have battled with it. Just to kind of get off topic real quick, just to kind of say what you were saying, it was interesting because when I was actually filming, I was filming my Bill Russell jersey, the one that I did on my channel a couple weeks ago.
Mhm.
And I was filming the video, and as I was filming the video, I was in a public setting. This dude came up to me on a bike, and he looked kind of like messed up, like like he was like his voice was slurring and stuff like that. He was talking to me, asking me questions, and eventually, I kind of like shoot him away. Like I was like, all right, like I gotta go. So I kind of moved away from him, and I think he kind of got the hint that I didn't want to, that I'm trying to do something. But then when I was looking at the playback of the video, like, because I actually got him on camera as he was like talking to me and stuff, I think that dude, I went to high school with him, dude. And this guy, he looked like homeless, dude. Like he was on a bike, he had like a ransack on his backpack. And it just like, to me, like, damn, dude, that's so messed up, dude. Like,
bro, I mean to cut you off, but I the same thing's happening to me. There's a guy that I live in a 4-story apartment building. He sleeps down. This guy keeps falling asleep down in the stairs by the basement, and he stinks really bad. And I was like, one day I was like, yo, I can't take this shit out. I went down there, yo, you can't sleep here. I'm like, yo, you gotta get up, you gotta get out of here. He got up. It was an old friend of mine when I grew up with. His name is Rudy. He used to be a cop. Drugs fucked him up. He looks crazy, and he recognized me. I didn't recognize him. He was like, Albert. I was like, how you know my name? He was like, yo, it's me, Rudy. I was like, get the fuck. I'm like, bro, and I was like, yo, drugs is yo. This dude was a cop, living his best life. That addiction, man, is real, man. This dude's living in the fucking. I still see him out in the streets, man, looking crazy, man. So yeah, that's it's crazy how you can go from night and day, man.
Yeah.
Night and fucking day.
It really is. It really is.
Man, I got a little story to tell you. A while back, my mom was telling me about this. But back in 2005, I went to India for the first time with my mom, to visit family over there on her side, and on the phone, one of my mom's brothers told my mom that there's a guy that wants to see you that went to school with them. And so when we went there, a couple days, we were getting settled in, and a couple days later, he showed up, and he was telling my mom, recognize me. And you want to talk about bad, like he got, my mom was telling me back in the day, he was doing real good. He had money, he actually got married, had wife, kids, everything. But alcohol, you want to talk about messing him up. It got to the point, like, you want to talk about starving to death. my mom saw him. She was like, "What did you do to yourself?" And that's when he told her, you know, with tears in her eyes. And then I was playing around, and he asked my mom. He was like, "Is this your son?" And he started playing with me a bit. And then my mom ended up giving him some money. And then a couple days later, my mom found out that he passed away.
Damn.
And my mom, sometimes she talks about that story, and every time, man, it gets sadder and sadder because you never know what kind of battle someone's going through, man.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, you don't.
Yeah.
And you know, like sorry, I don't mean to go down the rabbit hole with this because I know this is a very touchy topic right here, man. But at the end of the day, man, you know, like I said, like just to kind of go back to the main topic at hand, you know, because I know Snacks, you were asking like across the room, like what would it take for you to say I'm done, you know, like enough's enough, you know. I've already explained like my side of it, but like I'll leave the floor open to anybody else that kind of wants to go back to that topic and just kind of add their insight to it.
Yeah, just for me, there's some scenarios. I mean, like you said, for some reason the house burned down and my collection is gone, then I would just, you know what, no, it's good and I'm good. Like I don't want to. There's no point in rebuilding. There really isn't. And also, there's another thing where if I could somehow get every jersey I ever needed, then that would be good because I have a list. I write down everything.
Hold on.
And once that,
I don't mean to cut you off, but you said need. This is not necessarily a necessity. I just want to make that clear. Like,
I mean, yeah, you're right. Every jersey I want, you know, if I get everyone, if I could just cross out that list, I have a whole composition book of jerseys. And if by some miracle it's crossed out every single one of them, then I made a promise to myself I'm done. And also a third thing where it's like I get old or I get sick, knock on wood, that doesn't happen. And like I gotta sell off everything because I can't take my jerseys with me to the grave. And
like I'm sorry to cut you off, but it's just one of those things. Like when I asked the question, I'm like, am I going to the extreme? Like, of course, you know, like there's the obvious of, you know, growing old and all that. Like I understand that. Like right now, as you are in your situation right now, that's what I'm saying. Like I understand that, you know, it would suck if you get robbed. It would suck to start over. And the listing, I agree with you with the listing, but as addicts, we all have done lists. I know everybody in this motherfucker has done a list. I've done a list, but sometimes your list is going like this, and you start curving. Then you start like, oh, but if I got this jersey, maybe I could just get this jersey to match that jersey, and then that list starts getting longer.
That's the thing. When it comes to my list, I don't compromise. I never compromise. I want the exact jersey that I want. Right. And by somehow, some way, I've been getting them. Whether it's customs, whether it's, you know, authentics to the elites, to the Mitchell Ness, to the Ebbetsfield flannels. Now, I want the ones that I want. I know people will make compromise. Oh, if you get this, it's the same thing. Like I get that, especially if they never made authentics or swimmers or whatever you want to call it. But like the ones on the list, if it's on there, I want that particular player. I want that particular team. I want that particular style, and I'm gonna get it one way or another. And so, and if that happens, then that'll be it.
That definitely will work. You just need, how you call it? You need discipline, like with that list.
Yeah,
you know, not to sway away from it.
Because when I first got into the game, I just bought any authentic I saw. Now that's how you start, because you just bought, okay, oh, that's an authentic, I'll take it. You know, but then again, you know, being a fan of, you know, your specific teams, and like you just want to collect, like kind of like with Rez, like you stick with your teams. You know, you buy a lot of Warrior stuff, a lot of Niner stuff.
Not no
I know
more.
from time to time you off. I know sometimes you go off course and get things you want, but I know primarily if you had to choose, you would stick with your teams.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
And same with, and I'm pretty sure same with Neil. Even though you have every jersey known to man, I'm pretty sure if there's a situation, you would stick with your Philadelphia teams. I assume.
Yeah, I don't exactly stick with the home team.
My thing,
Stuff out there.
My thing is,
Yeah.
as a Raiders fan, like I love the Raiders. You know, I love my Raiders. I thank
Yeah.
God. I wish they would like do something crazy with their jerseys and change
They're
their
not.
uniform to classic. But the thing is, with Raider jerseys, all you're doing is buying the fucking player because they're all the fucking same. Black and silver, white and black. It's the same fucking shit. So I'm like,
Yeah.
you know what? A black Bo Jackson jersey. That's all I need. I don't need a Tim Brown. I don't need a Warren Sapp. I don't need it's the same fucking shit. It's black and silver. That's my mentality. That's just
That's how I feel though.
One Raiders jersey. That's it.
That's
Bo
how
Jackson.
I feel with the 49ers now, dude. Like that's why, like when they released the black and the red,
that's different.
So many people hated on that jersey.
Mhm.
Like I was like probably the only person that actually loved that jersey because they're like, why do you love that? That's a ripoff of the Raiders. That jersey's ugly. It's not even like the Niners because it's different, bro. Every year we get the same jersey. I mean, even
red and white, and red.
Exactly.
I know.
And then they're like, oh, look, this jersey, you know, this year they put the drop shadow, so it's even better. You know, it's like I'm like, okay, yeah, that's dope, but what are they gonna do next year? What can they possibly do? Unless they do even if they add the gold on it, it's like, okay, well, they already did that.
Yeah,
you know,
I know.
what else
That's kind of why. Yeah, my bad. That's kind of why I'm starting that collection with, at least for my Raider jerseys, the white with the silver numbers. That's why I started that collection because it's different. It's my favorite design of all football jerseys: the white with the silver number with the black drop, because there's not a whole lot of those.
Right. I love how Mighty's so quiet in this conversation. Mighty's like, I have no input because I'm like,
no, but you know what? Though? The Eagles actually have some pretty dope jerseys. They've had different jerseys throughout the years.
Oh yeah,
I know. In general, like the Raiders, they don't do anything different. All we do is the white and silver, white and black, black and silver. That's it. We don't do no alternate jerseys that look. We don't change our helmets. We don't change our pants. We don't even go black on black. Can we go black on black one time? That would be fucking amazing. I would love to see black pants with the black jerseys, bro. That will blow my mind. We can't even.
I don't know if that would work.
That would look amazing. Can you imagine the Raiders with black pants and black jerseys? What?
I don't know. I just don't know.
That'd be interesting for sure.
I can't comprehend it. That's why I just can't comprehend it.
Give me. I wish we was like the Rams or the Chargers. That the Chargers is all these alternate jerseys left and right, and I'm like, oh my god, it's beautiful. When I play Madden, okay, black or white. All right, I'm gonna go with white this game. Like, come on, man. I'm sorry. That's my little Raider rant.
Yeah. I know. I'm guilty of that because I'm pretty sure I have the biggest Raider collection amongst all the jersey collectors.
Word.
That's
And
a bold statement.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty certain. I'm very certain because I have
in the community. I don't know. That's a
I know some of them too, and I know some of them. Shout out to Pistol. Shout out to Pistol.
If I would have kept my Raiders shit, you would not have that throne.
Oh, really? Okay.
Every Raider jersey you ever think of.
Oh man,
deep in the community.
It does, but I don't think any of them had the silver number collection that I did.
Yeah, all right.
That sounds like
the challenge there, Raider Nation.
Sounds like a jersey challenge battle, man. Sounds like
any Raider Nation member of the jersey community, bring it on. I'll take you on.
I like that. I
like your confidence, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. How many people do you know have what's one that I got? No, the Jim Otto, Mitchell, and it's made in USA.
I love that jersey.
A handful of you can count on probably much 3 people.
Yo, P.O. Fool, I'll challenge anybody to put up their Roberto Clemente collection compared to mine. My color jersey collection.
Man. I think you would take that.
I can take on anybody. Anyway, not bad. We got into bragging. We get into bragging and shit.
That's how I feel with my vintage John Cena collection.
No, you take that. You're taking that. Unless we know some other wrestling fans. No, you're taking that all day.
Like Cena used to say, man, you want some, come get some.
You want some, come get some. Yeah. But yeah, man, I'm like I said, I'm just getting back to the topic. Yeah, it's just this is something. No, I love my team. I love the players. Yeah, man, that's just what it is. Like once I cross off the list, and I'm very disciplined with my list, it's done.
I think the easy answer for me is I can't stop. I don't think there's when I'm in the ground, because I'm always trying to find other ways to challenge myself. Okay, this collection and the collection. Okay, what else can I do? Okay, so now I want to get every year the whoever wins the World Series, I want one of the jerseys with the champs patch on it. I want to get every year for the NHL All-Star, whoever's hosting the All-Star game, I want the All-Star
like
patch.
Mighty, like you're already
hockey.
you're already on top of the mountain. Like how
No,
high?
you know what it is? I always analogize it as the bodybuilder complex. You know how bodybuilders, men and women, they look perfect. Like you see them, you don't see any flaws. They look in the mirror, they see flaws. And they're back in the gym grinding, because to them, there's no such thing as perfection. They're always looking for that, to do something else. They have to work on something else, right? So we have these collections, and people write on YouTube with me and your collection's amazing, this and that. But I see stuff. I see the stuff that's missing. I'm like, yeah, but I never say it, but I'm thinking in the back of my, but my hockey collection could be a little better, or but I could have this, or I could do that. I'm always looking to tweak here and there. I'm looking to, to find that next thing. It doesn't stop. And I mean, I don't know. Like I said before, some people could turn it off. Some people were able to, find a family and do that. And yeah, I mean, I kind of made the decision some years ago. I'm not even going to bother with these damn single sites because they just make me miserable, and I don't want to be miserable. So I'm going to do what I do,
Right.
and I'm just going to live the life that I want to live. Now if I happen to find someone by accident,
but are you wait up, buddy? I'm sorry. I want to like, are you saying that because it just haven't happened for you yet, or you just kept trying and I tried.
I tried. I got miserable with, how many
Right.
people can you write that don't write back? It's like, I don't want to live like that. I don't want to feel like, oh, I have to do this. I have to. No, I don't want to live that life. I mean, don't let those commercials fool you. There's all these perfect.
No, I
I
understand. I understand.
They need someone like me in the single commercial. They're a normal looking person. It's like every one of those damn commercials. They have the model from the Mitchell and Ness IG commercial.
I hear you, Neil. I'm in the same boat you
Well,
are.
Yeah,
Mighty,
I'm with you.
you know what's gonna happen, right? Mighty, you're gonna walk. Go into the Mitchell and Ness store. You're gonna reach for that Brian Dawkins jersey, and another person's gonna reach for it at the same time. And it's gonna be the woman of your life, and you're gonna look at each other.
It's that spark.
You're either gonna fall in love, or you're gonna tackle her because I want that jersey.
If that's how it works out, that's how it works out. But I just,
Yeah.
you know what? I just, I got my spot here. I'm living the life that I want to live. Yes, I could do better financially and grow the savings and all, like I said earlier. But at the end of the day, I'm still doing something that makes me happy, and I still have the passion for it. And I can
like that.
There is, for me at least, and everyone's different. For me, there is no dial that I can switch to just turn this. This isn't something I can turn off. I can slow it down, but I can't. I can never turn it off. It's just too much in me. My dad said this many years ago, actually as I was getting ready to get this house. And he told my mom, he said, this is just how he's wired. I've always been about collecting something. This is just what it is. And the fact that I love sports the way I do, it just makes sense that this is it. Now, at some point I might run out of room, and then we're going to have to, I'll get creative, I guess, at that point. But no, you know what? It obviously it means a lot to me, but there are things I'd like to do. I mean, I would like to get out more. I would like to do other things that I kind of stop myself from doing. I mean, as many times as Slim gets on me about this a lot too, as many times as he's been here, I haven't gone and visited him. and he lives in Maryland. It's close. It's a couple hours away. It's just, for me, it's like going to the Cherry Hill Mall in New Jersey across the river is like a big trip for me. And that's a sad thing in a way. It's
is it though because sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but is it because you're you buying and collecting and stuff, is that putting you in a position where it's a big trip for you, or is it other things?
I guess in a way it's that. In a way it's a mental block. Maybe it's just one of those things. But I would like to get better at it. I would like to go out and do more things. I mean, I know Nostalgia Boy is going to be moving closer in Maryland, and Slim and him, and I'm sure they'll be taking their trips here. I'd like to go visit with them. I had a blast when I went up with Slim to meet up with Snacks, and we went to the Hall of Fame, and I shot a lot of bricks there. But that's the type of thing. It was an enjoyable thing, and I just don't do enough of that, And
hey, I just sorry to mean to cut you off, but my phone's about to die. I'm about to log off.
All right.
Good seeing you.
Appreciate you, bro.
Thanks for having me on, guys. Keep watching Rez's videos. You're gonna love them, guarantee. Keep watching Throwback King. Keep watching Mighty Mouse Fan. Keep watching Big John. Keep watching Jake. They have great channels.
Yo, POV, before you log off, bro, let me know when you get your package too, dude. So, and I'll let you know when the package arrives here.
For sure, man. And trust me, you're gonna love what you're getting coming from me.
Alrighty.
I already know, bro.
Guys.
All right.
Take care.
Have a good night.
But that's why, in a way, I know I'm going all over the place here, but that's why I wanted to start that series on YouTube about the end of life, because it's life. This is part of life. This is, when you collect, you're investing a lot of your time and effort, and there's always these things that kind of come with it. And so that's why I've done what I do on there. And yeah, I mean, but there's other aspects of life that I would like to, do more and like to, expand more. I just get so caught in my own ruts. I just get so caught in just being comfortable, and not kind of challenging myself. I'm not talking about, relationships, this and that. Just going out and taking a trip here and there, doing stuff. I would like to go to more games. I'm already invested with the Phillies for partial plan, but go to a Sixer game, go to a Flyers game, even though they suck, go to the, just get out, go out to the Bay Area someday, and hang around with the Bay guys there, and, I don't know. It's just that there's stuff that I'd like to do more of. And I just, and some of it, there is an expense to it because we talk about traveling. And I'd like to get to that point where I can, do more, and kind of be more, maybe, in a way. Even though I love what I do now and the collection and everything, there are other avenues that I'd like to go and be more active, not be a slug all the time. My waistline keeps reminding me about how much of a slug I've been.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mighty. I really hope you explore those other things that you want to do, man. I'm pulling for you, man.
Man, I love to
like,
all
and of
you
course,
guys.
my doors.
Like I said, you're an amazing collector. You're having an amazing collection, but like you coming to Connecticut was awesome, just hanging out and stuff like that. And by the way, Mighty Fat has a killer crossover. He just can't finish it. He can cross you up. He can't just lay it up.
That still bugs me. I made the move and then I didn't make the shot. That was
He's crossing up everybody, but he couldn't make the shot, man. But I really hope, man, you get past that, man, and really unravel and have more life experiences, man. Because that's awesome. About, I would hate for you to miss out, on just the simple things.
Yeah. Now that's what I really appreciate about everybody in this panel here, is that we all understand the highs and the lows and the lanes of collecting. We totally understand. At least most of us do. I can't speak on everybody's behalf, but I've known a lot of guys in this group, and you all have even opened my eyes in some ways, and I'm still learning. You know what I mean? And I've been in this game for a decade now, over a decade, and I'm still learning things. You know what I mean? But my mindset, like I said, has changed. It definitely has over the years. It's changing right now. You know what I'm saying? Especially since I passed up on that sale. I know that everybody's laughing about it, but it's like it's true.
Yeah.
Like,
No, but by the way, we did see those tabs though, those fanatic tabs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
don't think we didn't see that, right?
nah, for sure. I mean
You're
there's
just looking, you're just looking.
there's always gonna be that itch, bro, where you gotta scratch it a
Right.
couple times, But the most important thing is actually pulling the trigger, and I didn't.
Right.
Pull the trigger.
Yeah.
Yo, King, I know you're in here. I know you were live on the comment section, man. But if you wanted to share your thoughts on the topic tonight, man, I'd love to hear your thoughts because I think a lot of people would like to know, how you assess everything and what are some of the things that you necessarily don't enjoy about collecting.
Man, there's major challenges when it comes to it. Space being one, money's being the worst. I think the biggest issue, to I guess kind of manage. And then it gets to a point. So here's where I kind of like. So my job is a hard blue collar job. So I have no opportunities to wear the sneakers and wear the jerseys on a day-to-day basis. I wish I did. So honestly, really, if it wasn't because of YouTube, YouTube kind of like lets me dig into my collection a little more, and whether it's sneakers or jerseys, and display something that maybe I haven't worn in 3-4 years, or sneaker that I haven't worn in 3-4 years because I could only wear sneakers on the weekend, and if I'm not going out anywhere, I'm not going to wear them. So that's the challenging part for me is being able to understand, like, you almost become to it almost comes where it's you're hoarding, but it's something I love, and we all love things differently, and we all love things differently at different times of our lives. So like, you can't knock what somebody's what makes somebody happy for them at that time moment. But I think my challenges are, of course, money's always. I know people make fun of me all the time that I have all this money, like I'm Mr. Scrooge McDuck, and it's funny. But the reality is money's a issue, and also me just enjoying the jerseys more. That's my challenge. Is I want to wear them as much as possible, and then I also got to think about when I do wear them. Does my wife want to see me wear a LeBron jersey rather than a fucking button up? She much rather me wear regular clothing, but I much rather wear something that I want to wear, which is usually a sports related item. So it's really just having the time to enjoy it. That's I think the biggest. Like, I know I was saying in that 50 pickup video that I'm gonna slow down. I really don't need to buy any more jerseys, but I love the game, man. I love the game. I still love enjoy wearing the stuff, and that's the most important thing. I think. But we're all in a position where we could stop right now, and we'll be totally fine. And I think that's the next step for most of us. Snacks is kind of already there.
I'm
I
there.
think yeah. So it's like it's the next step is to say, you know what, I have every, like, the Jordan jersey. They just came out with a Jordan jersey in '92 with the red. It's the red one with the little fucking bar on the stripe on the sleeve.
Yeah, you paid $300 for that bar.
Yeah, well, I didn't get it, but 3 years ago that would have been copped already. So it's small progress. Some people progress differently, but that's me saying, all right, well, yeah, I don't need, like, I have every fucking Jordan jersey Mitchell and that's produced pretty much. I have the old Nike runs. I have a champion one. Like, bro, what? I'm good. Like, you have to tell yourself that you're good. And I think we don't tell ourselves, listen, it is fun and it is addicting, man. And I think we undermine the addicting part of it. Now, I'm addicted to jerseys and sneakers. I'm also addicted to maybe working out. I'm thankful that at least I'm not. Although jerseys and sneakers could definitely put you in debt, and that's something to be careful for. At least it's not something that's gonna physically harm me right away, or I'm thankful for that at least. But it is an addiction, and anybody who doesn't see it that way is just lying to themselves. And I'm the I'm the biggest culprit to it as well. So it's just something. It's interesting, man. I just want to try to enjoy them. I think that's where I'm at right now. It's cool buying them, great. I want to pop the tags off. I want to wear them. I want to enjoy them. I want to take pictures with my family in them. And then, later on down the line, maybe give it to the next future King Leonidas that's he wants to start his YouTube page and sell it off. And I have no problem selling off my jerseys. So that's pretty much where I'm at with this topic.
That's real. And I think for somebody in your position who has such a huge following, I think I wish that those people were here to hear what you're saying, because a lot of people don't see King Leonidas talking about these types of things on his channel. You see what he's showing on YouTube and about his new pickup, like he dropped like what, 3 or 4 videos today, and they were all different jerseys.
Yeah, you did.
Everybody was like, yo, that's fire, like that's so dope. You're the GOAT, you're the king of Jersey. Like everybody comments on his stuff, giving him mad props. But what they don't realize is that he has a family. He has to pay his bills. He has to work a job. You know what I'm saying? Like he has priorities outside of this. And I feel like a lot of the times, like you as collectors, sometimes you talk to yourself, you like convince yourself, you're undermining yourself that you're like, this is okay, even though you're in a financial bind or whatever the case may be. Either somebody needs help or whatever you're going through. And for me, like I think the hardest challenge for me this year especially is learning to say no and turning away.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because that's
what I'm going through right now.
And it started with that sale, that 40% sale. That was me putting my foot down and be like, you know what? No, I'm not gonna let this control me. I'm gonna stick to my guns this year. I'm gonna make my bank account bigger. I'm gonna get out of this place. I'm gonna move in my own spot. I'm gonna get married and embark on a new chapter. That's my goal. That's what I said last year. That's what I'm sticking with. I mean, obviously there's going to be challenges along the ways, there's going to be like hard to pass up offers, but at the end of the day, it's staying true to myself and what I set my goals for, and take that with a grain of salt. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, a lot of people who are young in this game and people who are even collecting, they still continue to tell themselves like, yo, this is not, if I do this, I'll be able to get this, or it's a great deal. Like you find every way to convince yourself that it's okay. But in reality, it's like, when is enough enough? You know what I'm saying? Like, and at the end of the day, this stuff is still gonna be there. I mean, unless it's like a Billy White Shoes jersey or something, you know what I mean, or like a white whale or whatever. But like the collecting is never gonna go away. Like you're always gonna be a collector, even if you have one jersey, even if you don't have your collection.
You're a prime example of that. You left the jersey game, went to the sneaker game, came back to the jersey game even stronger than you did before. So you're a prime example of that. The jersey game never left. It was still in you. The jersey wasn't ever gonna leave. But you was MIA for a while from the jersey game, and then look at you now. Like look at that fucking side of your room. That shit's crazy.
Yeah. And think about this, Rez. Like you were saying, having to hold off on that 40% sale. That's holding off on it online. The store had the sale yesterday too, and let me tell you, it took every fiber that I had in me not to go to that store yesterday, and I'm like, I really shit. And I'm like, I'm trying to, like, the wheels are like, oh, but if I did this and I just got and I put my keys in the drawer. I'm like, I'm good. I can't move on this. I can't do this right now. Don't do this. Don't don't put myself in a worse position. And like I said, even the week of this, I've gone to that darn sale since it was the Super Bowl sale. I'm not going to it this year because I know I can't. I can't do it this time around. But I know there'll be others. So I'm not. Listen, it's tough because I'm saying, yeah, I'll pass it, but then they're going to have all these other things, and I'll take it part in the future. But at the same point, it still makes it really tough. I mean, it really, particularly with the fact that it's here. I can drive there, go park, walk over a couple blocks, and I'm in the store. And I just, it's just one of those things that I have to do what's best for me for right now. And this is the hardest thing that I've had to do in so long. It's just, but I know it's for the greater good. And I was talking to Slim over the phone about this the other day, or on Messenger FaceTime the other day, and it got to the point where we're like, well, yeah, but there is a way to get a deal for this jersey. And I'm like, maybe I'll reach out to the end. And I'm like, you know what? I'm doing this again. Let me hold off on this thing for right now. And at some point down the road, it will be a possibility when I'll be more comfortable to do it.
Bro, if I ever get those urges that you get, just go upstairs to the Mighty Kingdom and just surround yourself with like, I got this. I'm good. Look all my jerseys I have. I'm good. Trust me, I'm good. I look at my closet like King Leonidas say. I'm to the point I just want to enjoy look. I'm wearing a fucking Astro jersey because I just want to wear it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm good. I work. Everybody works a 9 to 5. I only get to wear my jerseys if I want to wear my jerseys on the weekends. And the sad part, when the weekend comes, I just go back to whatever I'm comfortable in. I want to wear these sneakers today. I'm like, nah, I just go wear the same shit I wear every fucking weekend. So it's almost like you gotta force yourself to wear them.
Yeah.
The funny thing about that there, Snacks, is you said that. So for my job now, I'm in the office 3 days a week. I work from home 2 days a week. So there's 1 day a week that I work. It's on Thursdays, where I'm the only one in my department. I'm the only one there. And the whole company's doing the same thing. So, like 1 day a week, you might have the whole building in. All the other, it's like sporadic. So if I really wanted to, I could probably go there on Thursdays wearing a throwback, and might be able to get away with it. But at the same time, just in the back of my mind, I'm like, yeah, but all it's going to take is the wrong person to see me in it, and it's like, uh-oh.
Nah, don't take that
chance. Then
chance.
it would be the 1 day I'd have to move a bunch of boxes, and here I am wearing a throwback, and I'm like,
you don't want to put yourself in that position.
When I wear
but I do challenge everybody here, man. Like at least once a week or once a month, man. Wear something you haven't worn in your jersey collection and just fucking wear it and enjoy it. Pop a tag here and there. And just wear that shit, man. Because at the end of the day, man, I like that King Leonidas. That's what he wants to do, man. He wants to like enjoy his collection as is right now. You know what I'm saying? Instead of waiting for that next pickup. So I challenge anybody that's watching this. If you're a jersey head, man, like pop a tag once in a while and rock it, and post it on Kings of Throwback, person on Jersey Kicks and Lids. Personally, I'm like sick of watching all these. I love that they're posting, but all the jerseys on beds. All the jerseys on hangers. Like let's see these people rock the jersey. This guy was funny. The one that posted the Jim Brown jersey. He had the Jim Brown jersey in the background, and he was like this. I'm like, yo, put it on. Like, y'all know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah,
cool. He works for a store or something like that. He's mad cool. The guy from California.
He's cool.
And he had the Jim Brown in the background. He was doing a selfie with the Jim Brown in the background. I'm like, bro, put the jersey on. Like, let's enjoy this shit, man.
TBK, I'm with you, man. All the jerseys I have, man, I'm enjoying. Whenever I feel like I just put it on, man. Like today, I decided to rock the Walter Payton, man.
Yeah, and I appreciate your post, man. You be rocking your shit, then you show the picture of the player. Every time it's somebody's birthday, you're wearing their jerseys. I see you, man. And I'm glad that we have places like this where we could talk. I feel like this is like I said, like I always say, we're the jersey heads of our community, man. Like Jake is
Oh,
the jersey
yeah.
head of his community. Keys, everybody's there. I have nobody to talk to about my jersey collection except for you guys. And I talked to my girl about it. She don't give. I'm like, babe, look at this is Ryan, Nolan Ryan. This is the rainbow era. She's like, who the fuck is Nolan Ryan? Like, they don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta be honest with yourself. We're not rocking these jerseys to impress women. We're rocking these jerseys to impress other men. So when you're honest with yourself, just be honest with yourself.
Well, we wear them to impress other guys. That's the scary thing about it.
That's it. Because I'm not lying. It's true. You think y'all posting this on Instagram to impress women? No, you're impressing like, yo,
that's a fact.
49ers fan. I want other 49ers fans to see my shit.
Bro, since y'all mentioned that, last month, you know how it was Reggie White's 60th birthday, so I rocked his Packers 93 jersey, and I posted it on Instagram. Well, one of my buddies at the gym came up to me when I was on the bike, and he was like, dude, how many jerseys do you have? And I was like, I got a few. He was like, you got more than a few. And then I started telling him, I was like, man, listen. It's just
but
see, my
John,
life,
you take good selfies. I take horrible selfies. I don't know what to do. Like Slim even called me out. We took a picture with earlier in the season. We went to the Eagles Kansas City game, and we met Travis and Jason Kelsey's mom.
I saw that,
and she's wearing a jersey with the front of it was Travis, the back of it was Jason, and we took a picture with her, and she's showing the front of the jersey, and then the back of and my face is the same in both. And Slim's like doing it, he's real good with the expression. So, and he's telling me later, he's like, yo, your expression didn't change. It's the same. I'm like, well, I don't even think that way. I'm just smiling, taking a picture.
Yeah. Yo, mighty fan. Remember, you got to look away. Look at something out at the distance. That's how you got to do it.
That's still, I don't know.
I can't do it. I got to look at the camera. I can't do it.
I still want to know what's over there. Or up.
Looking
down.
You look down at your sneakers.
You got to look at the sneakers in the floor for some reason. There's
look what Rez doing right now. That's exactly how you
pose. Like looking up at.
Hey Rez, can I finish that story, man? I was telling you about my buddy at the gym. So when I told him that, he was like, "Man, I love your collection, though." And I started showing him the group and all that, and he was like, as I showed him each picture, he was like, "Bro, you look good, man." And then he was like, "Man, don't show me all them jerseys. Then you're gonna have me buy a bunch of them." I said, "All right, man."
It's an addiction, bro. Trust me. Like I know
got a few too, my buddy. He was telling me about.
I just think there's different levels to it. Like you got the people like that are coming up to you, oh, that's a cool jersey. I'll get that jersey. They just get it because it's like, oh, I'm a fan of Walter Payton. For us, we gotta go. We need the home, the away, the commemoratives patch one. There's a difference between being a jersey head and a collector of like, I like jerseys. I got a couple of jerseys in my closet. No, like if people look at your shit, they probably think you're crazy. Honestly, all our collections, people might think we're crazy.
I'm the only person in my family that I know of that has a collecting addiction. Not just jerseys, but everything. Like I collect so much shit, dude, and it's like they look at it like a sickness. Maybe it is, you know what I'm saying? But being on here doesn't make it any better. You know what I mean? It just it just fuels me to. But at least I could talk amongst people that know
and that will understand.
You know what I'm saying? Like I can't talk to nobody. Like
so other than do you guys have different I guess collecting like things that you collect? Other like I do sneakers and jerseys, and that's where pretty much I stop. Do you guys have like how far does your collection go into other spaces?
So just to add on that, King, like for me, I mean, you guys know I collect like toys and collectibles and stuff like that. But one thing that I haven't showed off that I eventually attempted to start with doing the YouTube shorts was actually my t-shirt collection. Bro, my t-shirt collection is
I did not know about it. I didn't know that about you.
Honestly, bro, like if I went there, dude, like I don't know how many episodes or how many segments I could do of those.
What kind of
t-shirts? They're different. There's like different like types of shirts. Like I collect some like streetwear. I have that aspect of it. I collect animal shirts. It's a weird. I know it sounds weird, but I have a
No,
lot of.
we're learning too much about Rez. I don't want to know this side of
Do you have a Fox shirt, Rez? Huh?
I don't know. I have to check, but like, see, that's the thing though. Like, I have I'm talking about. You know that brand, The Mountain. It's got like all those like big like graphics of like wolves and
Oh
like,
yeah.
like I love that brand, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but like I have so many of their shirts. You don't see me wear them because I don't post them.
Where's those Instagram posts?
Yeah,
exactly. Like I gotta start posting more of those.
It's like a dirty little secret that you don't want to tell nobody.
That's what I'm saying though. Like there's the jerseys is only one aspect of me. You know what I mean? Like there's so many different things that I could show off and talk about, but I don't do it because when I try to do something like it, I don't get the views. And that I'm being real with myself. Like I know I shouldn't look at it like that.
But there's probably a whole world of fucking t-shirt collectors on YouTube that you don't know about, and it's crazy. That's a whole nother following. For me, comic books. I love comic books. I'm infatuated with like Spawn and Miles Morales and G.I. Joe comic books and sports cards and figures and these fucking arcades that I want to get more of. And yeah, to me, it's comic books. I love comic books. I like reading them. I was just gonna collect them, but I love reading that shit. But I'm not into like the comic book movies for some reason. So I'm into the actual comics. And plus, it's a great investment.
So, Snacks, do you think like maybe even though you calmed down with jersey collecting, that feeling or that addiction went and led to something else?
No, because the level of the jersey collecting I was in, I've done this for so long. The thing is, I collected comics books. I just want like Rez. I just never posted about it. Like I'll do once in a while, but I don't post about it. I don't put it on YouTube like that. It's just something that I enjoy on myself. That I can't picture myself being in a room with other comic collectors talking about comics because I don't think I can hold down the conversation. With jerseys, I can hold down the conversation, but yeah, when it comes to like I've gotten to the point that I'm past that phase in my life of like being hardcore. The comic books, yes, it's an investment for me. There's certain things that I buy just for an investment purposes, but there's certain things I just love art. I love to draw, so I love to see this shit. But I don't get to the point. And plus, comic books are like $2, $3. You know, the shit does add up. But my addiction is like $20 a week for comic books, which compared to you can't fucking even get a jock tag for $20 for when it comes to jerseys. You know what I'm saying? So from going from like $100 something, you know, almost like $300 a week to like $20 for something that I enjoy, that's a big difference for me. But I get what you're trying to say, King, because like you go from one addiction to another addiction. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that. But when come with comic books, they add up and they take up space. So comic books are taking up space. That's one problem I'm having with my other hobbies.
That's interesting you say that too. That's also part of the reason why I don't really want to have any more different hobbies. Because when I was younger, my brother and we used to collect comics and cards, you know, all the time. Like the Marvel cards we were really into, the DC stuff. And, you know, I got into Spawn at an early age too, but I was more into the figurines and the comics. But like the thing with that is like you said, like the space is becoming an issue. I already have an issue as is dealing with like the jersey space and my sneakers and my toys and stuff. So it's like even with my t-shirts, like this is actually I'm gonna show you guys a recent pickup that I got. I mean, this is a random ass shirt, but I got it because it's fire, bro.
What is that?
I got this shirt on eBay for like $13.
That's dope.
I can't.
It has your name on it.
Yeah, it's got my name on it. That's exactly why I bought it. But I mean, like, bro, like I have so many freaking t-shirts, and you know, here's another thing too. Another hobby of shirts I collect. I love band tees. Like I have so many band tees, like of bands that I like. Like I said, like I love music, so obviously it goes hand in hand with the band tees and stuff like that. But I don't really post too much of it just because I don't know where to go. Like I don't know if I can hold a conversation with that.
Yeah, yeah. My dirty little secret is like I'm obsessed with the fucking Pink Ranger. I'll buy everything Pink Ranger. I have so much Pink Ranger shit. It's fucking unbelievable. I just got a Pink Ranger autograph comic book that I gave myself for my birthday. It's one of those things. It's like I'm 41 years old, and what are you into? Yeah, I like the Pink Ranger. Like everybody says, like, yo, who's your favorite Ranger? You know, the Black Ranger, White Ranger, Green. I'm like, yeah, I like the Pink Ranger because I had a crush on her. She's dope. But like, I have a little collection going of Pink Ranger. Every time I see any Pink Ranger vintage, I fucking pick it up, and it's fucking addictive for me. I just picked up like I said, I just picked up a board game, the Power Rangers board game, and I'm already thinking about getting the Ninja Turtle one, the X-Men one, the Full House one. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh my god, I need to stop. You know what I'm saying? Those boxes are pretty fucking big. But yeah, like, huh?
Is there a Pink Ranger porn?
Bro, if
Bro.
that I will beat off to it
Come
every
on,
day.
man. I can't monetize this now.
No, Kimberly, that's my bae, man. So my girl I already told my girl that's all I want for you. Just get a fucking Pink Ranger outfit, we're good.
Just had to ask that question on air, huh?
Amy Jo Johnson, that's my boo, man. That's the lady. That's Kimberly, by the way.
Adam, yeah, I do have Ariana Grande tee. So what? What you gonna do about it?
I mean, she has decent music.
Band tees are dope. Yeah, no, I got a lot, bro. Like I have a lot of Metallica.
You go for the vintage, or you go for like the Walmart joints?
I mean, I have a little bit of both because I've been collecting band tees as early as like 90, 98, I would say.
What's your prized possession when it comes to band tees?
Oh God, man. I mean, where do I begin? I mean, my favorite band of all time is Linkin Park. So I have some of their original shirts, like back from their concerts. Like,
I love Linkin Park, yeah.
Yeah, like I have their hoodie from their Hybrid Theory album that was sold at one of their concerts here, dude. And I looked at it online, and people were like asking, like, it's like a regular Gildan heavyweight hoodie for like people want like $300 for that joint, and it's all faded, it's got holes. Like mine is like brand spanking new. So you know, I got tees like that. You know, I got some older Deftone tees. You know, I have like some from like their Minerva album. I got some stuff from their White Pony, Around the Fur. Like I have a lot of band tees. Like even Pantera, that's like another band.
Man,
I have a lot.
Pantera.
Like bro, like it's endless, dude. Like when it comes to my t-shirt collection, I don't know anybody that has as many t-shirts as me. Like I have so many shirts, bro. Like, and it sucks because I don't get to wear them that much because I'm wearing jerseys now. So it's like I have to find that balance of me wearing the t-shirts and stuff like that. I mean, obviously, like I'm wearing this jersey right now, but I mean, most of the time I'm wearing t-shirts, like when you don't see me on YouTube and stuff.
I just picked up a Kiss shirt last weekend when I was at the mall at JCPenney. I just picked up a Kiss shirt.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
like I said, like
and a Star Wars shirt.
There's a lot, and to answer your question, Matthew, yes, I have WWE tees as well. I have some original like t-shirts because I know WWE now, like they re-release shirts like of older styles, like especially with the Attitude Era, like the old school Stone Cold, The Rock shirts, and DX. Like I have some of those originals. I even still have my original Eddie Guerrero shirt from 2004. Like bro, like the t-shirts that I have is just, it's crazy. Like I have so many, and the thing is, like I had a vintage Tekken 4 shirt that recently somebody bought off of me on online for $150, dude. Like that to me is insane, bro, for a freaking t-shirt.
Bro,
like
Tekken 4.
It's crazy, you know, and like I got that shirt. That shirt was a promotional item when I lined up to do the pre-order.
Yeah, I remember that story.
It's just crazy to me, like looking at how many people will spend on like t-shirts and these types of things. But that's like I don't know if that's like a dirty secret, you know what I'm saying?
No. Pink Ranger is a dirty secret.
Well, for me, well, like I say, for me, what actually got me started in the collecting hobby was, well, like the die-cast, like NASCARs and Hot Wheels and like Matchboxes and stuff like that, you know. I mean, I've basically been collecting those since I was probably 2 or 3 years old. In fact, I still have quite a few of them too, kind of like scattered throughout the room. And some of them I like you, kind of like with your band tees there, Rez. It's like some of them I've had for damn near 20 years already. I mean, it's like some of them I remember walking into the store and buying them. And like I say, this was like 405, kind of in that area.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's cool to have some of those things, man, because they're like I said, they're like, especially like those novelty tees, they're like, they're like they're pretty much like historical items, dude. Because especially like when you buy like tour shirts,
They buy
like,
a throwback. When you buy these
basically,
band tees from Walmart, they're really good quality too.
they
They
are.
buy a fucking throwback, basically, from the original. At least you can wear it. It doesn't have holes in it.
That's the cool thing about it, Speaking of too, like I just got a T-shirt right here. This is random shirt, but I bought it, but I plan to wear it. It's just, I don't know if you guys watch Squid Game, but
Hey, you're addicted to T-shirts. I can see that.
yeah, like I said, man, I collect a lot of T-shirts, bro. Like,
yeah.
if you thought my jersey collection is big,
I don't know if y'all remember my second video ever on YouTube was my McFarlane collection, which I have.
Oh,
that
didn't you have them
McFarlane,
in bins and
I was
stuff?
addicted, bro. The McFarlane sports figurines. Oh my god, that was an addiction. That you want to talk about taking up space? I had to sell it all like a Band-Aid, just sell it all at once. I'm like, bro, I can't do this anymore.
Did what one buyer just buy them all, or did you sell them to different people?
I just started selling stuff in bulk, like
That's
crazy.
great.
The only thing I kept was my LeBron James and my Eddie George. That's it. That's all I have left. I had a Tom Brady. I just sold the Tom Brady because people were buying fucking. I sold the Tom Brady for like $250. I'm like, all right, take it. I'm like, shit.
The McFarlane?
Yeah, his first figurine.
Yo, that's crazy.
Which is cheaper on eBay. I just bought it. Somebody bought it from Facebook Marketplace.
Wow.
Hey, Slim, speaking of Brutus the Barber, man, I just got his autograph not that long ago.
That's crazy, bro.
I also got Barry Windham, too, recently.
That's dope that you have him signing cards and stuff, too.
Dude, I got some rare cards, man. I got an NWA Ric Flair card. I'm actually about to bring it out, man. Usually for that one Ric Flair card, I've seen it go up to $1,000. But I got the complete set of those NWA cards. I'm about to pull them out.
That's cool, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
the collect, like I said, man, we're all collectors, of different sorts here. Obviously, we don't just collect jerseys. We all have our own fix. I know Mighty, you have a huge Mighty Mouse fan collection. Big John.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think that.
That's fire.
Wow. This is the card I was talking about, the Ric Flair card. I've seen this card go up to $1,000.
Damn. Yo, that's crazy.
Check this out, man. Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, Dusty Rhodes, Ric Flair, Lex Luger, Arn Anderson. I also got Sting's rookie card, too.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I think that...
I've gotten a lot of these signed as well, man.
That's cool, man.
Like, I'm actually getting Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard's autographs.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I'm going to have to show you that Sting one.
Yeah, you were saying, Almighty?
I think by now we all know my other obsession in life is foxes, right? In particular, red foxes. Red foxes are probably right there for me. I have surrounded the house with many a fox trinket inside the house, even to the point where my dad and stepmom for Christmas got me a yard fox sculpture to put outside the house. I won't put it outside because then it will get dirty, so I'm going to leave it inside. But it's
that's the collector in you right there. It's supposed to be outside.
My fiance, dude, thinks it's absolutely adorable that you're into foxes, dude. Like,
I can't get in. I watch fox videos on YouTube. I'm in the Save a Fox group on YouTube. It's just this.
Hey, King Leonidas, how come we're not asking him about fox porn?
Just something about the little animals that I've just grown really
I'm afraid
attached
of it.
to. And there was one outside the house a couple of times. I'm like, well, They know what house to go to. That's for sure. I told Slim. I said, "See, they're organizing. You gotta be careful next time you come over.
There may be stains on that Fox I don't want to know about.
Oh my god,
Well,
bro, you are killing the
Slim was
lie, bro.
upset. He one of his visits here, he wanted to, because we all know that Slim and Festive they just get along so well.
Festive.
So Slim wanted to do some harm to Festive and found out there was a few Festives upstairs. Said I didn't know which one was Festive.
Yo, Denzel, I don't collect any UFC stuff personally, but I know people who do. I know people who collect like gloves, and they wear like they'll keep the trunks like that the fighters will wear in fights and stuff like that. But personally, for me, I don't really collect any UFC stuff. So, Mighty, have you? So since you're on the topic with foxes, man, have you ever been to like a furry con?
No, but I would like to go to one. I actually have a character who's in the furryverse, my wolf character, and I'm in that world. I don't dress up. I sweat in jerseys. There's no way I can put one of those things on. There's no way. But I think
you're opening up way too much, Rez. I think.
Yo, this live is shot.
I'm not gonna. Hey, look, I'm not. I don't hold back. I mean, it is.
There's
part
no
of my
shame
life.
in anything we do. Fuck that. That shit makes you happy.
I have a character who's known in the community there, and people enjoy him. I write, what I write for him, and I've made many friends in that group too. And it's a part of life. It's a part of it's a part of my life. Not as big as the jerseys, this group here, but yeah, I'm in that community too, and there's a lot of good people in there. I think they get a bad rap, but I'm there. I'm in there, and I talk to a lot of that people in the fandom there, and there's all different like levels of it, And I can't say that I'm ever going to be one of those that dresses in the fursuit. I couldn't do that, but if I'll say there's a ton of really talented artists who are in that world, and I would like to go at some point to one of those conventions, just to get some artwork done for my character, at those conventions. I mean, super talented. And I have a lot of artworks on my, on my page or phones, whatever, for him, but some on my wall upstairs. But I would like to go at some point in time and just to get some artwork done. Because some of these artists, when you try to commission them, they get so busy, they're so popular, the slots fill up so quick. But then some of them go to these conventions, and you can just get something done on a piece of paper or something, and that would be pretty cool. It would be pretty cool. But I always kind of leave that. I always kind of leave that group with that group, and the jersey heads, with the jersey, So I usually don't cross the streams.
I'm gonna say this right now.
Ghostbusters, that's very bad to do.
For the record, I will say this: I'm not gonna monetize this live anymore because the word porn is getting thrown around, and I don't want to. I don't want to monetize this video. I mean, to be honest with you guys, like I try to keep this like PG, you know what I'm saying? But moving forward, guys, like I really like. I know we're joking around still, but like I'm really trying to monetize these lives, bro. Like I'm not gonna monetize this. Like I'm gonna make it mature, so you gotta be like 21 and up.
All right, it will pass the monetization.
But no, it's cool, bro. Like I don't want to get in trouble. Like
I feel you. Well, King Leonidas likes to work out in front of a mirror, so I don't get more weird than that.
It's good, man.
Like Christian Bale from that movie.
Oh yeah, I know. Like the movie
Psycho is bigger than him, so
it's I mean, that's kind of, that's kind of what happens when you talk about different types of topics. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. We're all adults here.
Yeah.
But like I said, there's people who watch my channel who are like under, like, looking at the demographics. There's people that are pretty young that watch my stuff. You know what I mean? Not that many, but there are people out there. And I don't want to be that content creator that gets flagged because of something like that. You know what I mean?
Well, it's midnight in the East. It's midnight in the East Coast. They should be in bed.
Well, dude, did you my first live, right? There was a kid that hopped on here, which was
Like a
really
kid?
freaking weird, dude. Yeah, it was a kid. Like, this kid was like probably under 12 years old.
I can't do it, man. I keep telling you, I can't watch. There's a lot of Jersey heads that are kids. I can't watch their videos.
It's
I
just
feel
crazy
weird.
to me. Like, how did they find my live stream?
There's a lot.
There's a lot of kids. There's a lot of kids doing Jersey videos, and I feel weird just like clicking on it. I'm like, oh shit, it's a little kid. I'm out. I'm good.
Yeah.
That's another topic too that I actually I'll throw it in the table. We could kind of entertain a little bit, but like, do you guys feel weird wearing like jerseys of players that are like half your age?
No.
But then you don't
No.
watch a person like a content creator who's like a kid. Like, does that make you feel any different?
We're like I said, at the end of the day, we're sports fans. If you're a sports fan, like bro, like there's gonna be an up and coming rookie. Yo, Steph Curry. How old is Steph Curry?
He's like 30. What is he, like 31, 32? I think.
How old are you?
Young.
I'm 34.
Exactly. You have the illest Steph Curry collection. So
Nah,
it's like one of those things.
That's Mighty fan, man, not me, dude.
No, but I'm saying, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, at the end of the day, when you get a certain age, you're gonna be older than everybody. The hottest rookie in the league, you want to get their jerseys. It is what it is. It's more like I said, at the end of the day, we're sports fans, and it's like we're wearing other grown men's name on our backs, so it doesn't even fucking matter. When people always say that, like, oh, why are you wearing somebody else's name on your back? Like, people just look at our hobby different in different angles. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. People that are into Jordans, you're like, you got Jordans on. What's the difference? It says Jordan on your sneaker, because it says Jordan on my jersey. You know what I'm saying? So I don't feel weird about like rocking players, any player. I rock Rebecca Lobo jerseys. You know what I'm saying? Like, people find that strange to wear a woman's jersey. So
I tell those people I'm gonna rock what I like, man.
Yeah,
word.
When I'm paying for it, I'm gonna rock what I like.
So
yep. Big Slim says, I'm ashamed to call my Mustang a fox body.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, look, we're getting on the third hour here. So I want to start wrapping things up, man. But I definitely want to open the floor, before I start, wrapping things up here. If you guys wanted to say any last minute thoughts about tonight's subject or anything that we talked about.
Are you gonna monetize this?
No, I am not gonna monetize this.
All right, cool. Cock, bitch, motherfucker. Oh, no, let me stop. I'm gonna start saying all the bad words.
I gotta put a disclaimer, man, because like I know we're all fucking around in here, we're all joking and stuff, but like I really do want to monetize these lives because obviously I'm trying to grow the channel, but I mean, I'm still gonna get views on this, but in terms of like the monetization, it goes out the window.
They're just gonna ban me.
No, I'm sorry, they're about to ban me too. So I'm good. No, it's not as strict as you think, bro. You can say cuss words, but you can't put it for kids. Like they give you the option for mature or kids, so you won't get demonetized.
Well, because there's a criteria that'll ask you, like, when you're talking about adult subjects, is it moderate? Is it minor? Is it like
Nah,
major?
you're fine, Rez.
Yeah.
No, if you start showing like fucking nudity or something, that's a whole different ballpark. Or playing music. Then trust me, they'll cut you down if you just play one song. They'll cut it off real quick.
What you're saying, all those copyright.
You say people fucking cup, it's not gonna
too. It's kind of ironic because that's basically what a lot of the old like Jersey had YouTube back in like 2009, 2010. That's literally most of it was with like a hip hop song in the background, showing off a brand.
Yeah, hell no, you can't do that shit.
Something,
No, it sucks.
Nah, we can't do an A-Rock fire video anymore.
Some of my vids, and I can't do it.
Fire video.
We can't do that no more, man.
You get blasted on me. Well, like I said, moving forward, I apologize, man. I won't. I'll try to keep it PG. But sometimes, we have deep conversations, and it's
Not like I get it, bro. Like I know you're not doing it to be like like to exploit the live stream.
Right.
We just have these conversations because we're all adults here, so of course we're gonna have adult conversations. Sometimes things like that will be said. I get it, but like I said, like just try to keep that in your mind, the back of your mind.
Yeah, I gotta respect your channel, man. Just straight up. Is your channel your rules, man? You just gotta respect it. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Rez, I just want to say, man, thank you for allowing me to come on here, man. I really enjoy, man, what you're doing. I just love talking to you guys, man. It's so cool, man. Just coming on here, and you never know what kind of topic we're gonna talk about. And that's what I love, man. I really enjoyed talking about today's topics, man. But thank you, brother, for allowing me to come on here, man. It's been cool. It's been so awesome.
Of course. And I know there's a lot of new faces in the comment sections. I'm just going to say this, I talk about different subjects every week. I try to, at least, a lot of it is usually revolves around the channel, about what I put out on the channel. So if you like my channel and you enjoy what you see, along with all these other great people that are on screen with me, you can check out their channels as well. They all do YouTube and they all do jerseys and other things as well. But, I do these lives every Wednesdays, but today I went on Thursday. But normally it's Wednesdays from 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We talk about life, jerseys, sports, t-shirts, foxes,
pro wrestling.
Yo, you guys gonna be free this Saturday?
Saturday?
Because I'm thinking about doing my first live.
Oh shit! We about to go and monetize the shit out of it.
Nah, we gonna curse like crazy.
Why? Where?
I guess on YouTube. The stream. I'm gonna use StreamYard, but I'm thinking like is 7 o'clock good?
Hell yeah! There's gonna be a snowstorm over here too.
Well, let me know if that's gonna be good. I'll probably do because it's gonna be a shitty weekend in the East Coast.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Let me know the time, King. Like DM me the time and everything like that. That way I can.
Right. You got it.
Let me know as well, man. I'd love to hop on.
Oh, what are we talking about?
Yeah, I'll definitely.
So the topic's gonna be did Nike ruin the jersey game?
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
And I want to get people that collect Nike jerseys and also people that don't collect them, so we get it like different perspectives and shit.
You'll have a huge following on there, King, because you got a lot of subscribers. So
who knows? I mean, I have no idea who's gonna show up. I don't care as long as it's us.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just a FYI though, you could only have 6 people on the screen unless you bought the premium version. So
no, I ain't buying no shit. But I think
the tech in you will end up buying it. Watch.
Nah, because I only plan on doing like 1 or 2, and that's it. I'm not going crazy.
Nah, this shit it's gonna get addictive. Watch, especially if you have good conversation.
Yeah, we'll see.
You never know, man. Never say never, man. So
that's a fact.
But yeah, man, I'll definitely be there. Just let me know about the time, and I'll try and hop on.
You got it.
My support, man. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna pretty much call it a night here. I want to thank everybody, all my guests that hopped on the panel, everybody that was in the comment section that was live tonight. I appreciate you guys. Again, like I said, please subscribe to these guys on screen with me. Subscribe to this channel, my channel as well. Leave a like on this live. Hit that subscription button, and also ring the bell notification to stay updated as soon as I post anything. I'll probably be uploading another video this week before the month January ends. I have another jersey pickup that just came in, surprisingly. But I have another pickup here that I have that I'm going to share with you guys, depending on if this team advances or not. So that'll kind of give you guys.
Rams.
It's not a Rams jersey, but yeah, it's one of the 4 teams that are currently in right now. So
gotcha. Cooper Cup, baby.
All right, guys. Well, thank you guys.
Later.
Next week, hopefully.
Yeah, I love you guys. You guys are my brothers.
Man. Have a good night, y'all.
All righty.
You too,
Take
Rez.
care,
Take
fellas.
care, my brother.